trash like this? Hey guys, sorry for being late. Tummy said no. How are you all doing today? Trying out a new layout. It might not stick. Who knows?
Peak.
He had a hobble.
Hello, Hobo.
Hubble.
Hello.
Hello.
I also decided for some reason that I was going to drink coconut water, and I have regrets.
Why do you hate yourself?
I
don't
have
know.
regrets.
Okay, we'll put the D20s and the D6s in there. The rest of them will probably not get used anyway. It's fine.
I'm doing pretty good. Other than
Don't
my
lift
tummy
litter
is.
ring, push, please, back, recycle. What?
Probably read it.
Don't dead open inside.
Yeah, tummy is just a little unhappy, but hey, that's nothing really new.
Yeah.
I'm a bigger
Ooh, you
fan
live
of,
in life
bone
dangerously.
apple tea.
Dangerously, I tell you. Dangerously. Thanks for the host steak. I got a thing. I got
worst.
pipes for that, and I got
Okay, camera, I'm going to need you to not. How about that?
mine it in,
How about
and then
Cameron,
I
do
got
what he
also a thing
wants.
for Pims because he's also streaming right now.
Whatever.
This
I'll do what I
one.
want.
And autofocus off.
I got a little bit of
Dingus.
everything. Ooh.
Are you still setting up, Timothy?
No, I'm rolling.
Like that.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
And
All right.
Hubble's up and running too.
Wait, hang on.
Except for being muted in the Discord.
I think that's intentional.
I judge.
Okay, so that's running.
All right. So, since we're back to like multiple people streaming this crap,
Multiple people
should we
streaming.
do introductions? Perhaps we should do introductions.
Do we need
Introductions?
introductions?
I don't know. Do we? Maybe we
I
don't.
mean, we've got
Pims, do we need
Chills.
introductions?
We got Pims, whoever in this
Uh-oh.
channel know who he is. We got this lizard boy who no one ever knows who he is because he's been hiding his face even more hardcore than Michael Jackson used to. We got Hubble. The people in their stream know exactly who they are. Calf, I think Calf's off making coffee, actually, because they're not there. We got Cube, who decidedly doesn't look Cube-like. And then we got
Much
this
more
Irish
round.
pretender fella.
Fuck you.
What's his name? Daya.
Oh no, they all froze on my screen. Oh no. Ah! Froze. Yep. 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 We're just gonna leave that for just a second. I'll leave that alone, and we're gonna try and find the petite carrots, petite baby carrots. And we're gonna fix that. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I had a lot. All right, let's try this again.
Discord did it die?
Discord.
This Pondo being a bad Pondo.
Okay, listen, guys. This is Tomb of Annihilation, and we don't do introductions here.
Yeah, because as soon as
Don't
you
get
get
attached.
We're
Apparently,
gonna
Die anyway.
you get attached, and then you die, and then you're sad. This is the way
Long wants to know
avoid
why
this.
we broke Discord.
Because we're just that good. Let's go.
Honestly, I think it's Longshot's fault. So.
Yeah.
yep, I'm gonna blame
Hashtag
Longshot
blame
too.
Longshot.
Nah, I blame Taryn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck
That's-
Taryn.
Wow.
Is he even here?
No.
I don't think
Not
so.
yet.
Didn't think so.
Just wow.
Flip it for him.
All right, roll for recap. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals.
Oh.
What?
I tried to roll just 20 just to. Oh my god, I can't type.
It's a good thing you don't make your living off of typing.
Yeah, I can retype stuff.
Oh, crap.
All right, Kev,
That's
you pick. Who's recapping? No, you didn't. You cheated. No, you didn't. That's never mind. You actually did roll that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was rolling directly from.
Yeah, if you don't put the one, it doesn't matter.
No, you cheated.
Okay.
Yes, you cheated. No, you did cheat. Make up your mind, chills.
Cheetah!
60% cheated.
Just do one of those.
Shuck it,
That
That's what I was
is
gonna
what
do.
I'm.
Shuck
But
it
it
long
doesn't
and
show the
shuck it
dice thing.
hard.
yeah.
We've decided that Jeff does a better. I'm about to start a fight here.
Depending
Well,
on which Lich King you're talking about, no to the Lich King.
Kobold,
Fuck that Lich King.
you do the
Depending on which one you're
recap.
talking about.
Back. Well, long story short,
Too late.
reviving magic, it broken. We fix. Or we
All
go
right,
to fix.
all right, cool.
On the
Then
way to
I'm
fix.
okay with you as a
Uh-huh.
Lich King. That
Shenanigans
sounds
ensued.
good.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I was
okay
gonna
with this.
say.
Yeah, shenanigans ensued.
Ooh.
Mainly last episode, there were centipedes. They diseased our ranger
Oh wait,
friend
centipedes don't make that motion.
because reasons. I don't know how disease works in this game. There
I
was a
got
statue.
bit, I got sick.
Yeah, I mean, I got bit and didn't get sick though, so I mean,
Because you're immune.
that's not the point.
I thought it was the food that made them sick. Like they made them own self sick with the shits because of lackluster cooking.
There may or may not have been some questionable cooking. I doubt that was the cause of the
Hondo?
shivering sickness that the ranger contracted, though.
Definitely the food poisoning the barbarian got though. We came across our ranger was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go wiggle at these trees," and the trees wiggled back. Yeah, it was just a lot of that. We found a statue. I should have died to it.
Should
Common theme in my recaps of me saying I should have died.
One time at band camp,
I mean, you're a lizard / dinosaur man the size of a chicken. There's only so much you can do.
Hey, I'm at least 2 chickens in a small trench coat.
All right.
2 chickens
I'll
in a
allow it.
small trench.
That is indeed what he said. Yep.
Pretty much everyone who's tried the statue figured out the little maze puzzle on it, except me.
Uh-huh.
And
Fine.
our cleric got the ability to cast a really cool, powerful spell. Temporarily, I think. We're not sure yet.
Yeah.
Am I forgetting anything?
Sounds good to me.
well-
Does anybody else have anything to add?
Shaking the barbarian over the side of the boat like a salt shaker full of poop.
That was
And I quote from my notes from last week. I should have used inspiration to not shit myself. Cube.
Yes.
I think I actually have that as a quote now.
I mean, it was an important thing.
Nice.
Anyways.
all right. Continue towards Zimbala now, I believe.
I think that was the plan.
Zimbala,
So-
Zimbala.
Like half health.
Who's half health?
I'm below half. Never mind.
That's your own.
We don't have a half elf. We're good.
But it
Yeah, for the
does.
first time ever.
So y'all are traipsing
Traipsing.
westward.
Traipse. We travel with intent.
I'm sorry, y'all are gallivanting westward.
Fair. I mean, there's no bard here, but that's
Gleefully
I
gallivanting.
mean, we do travel with a tent.
You're
Gloriously gallivanting. Sorry.
Yeah.
heading westward from the River Soshinstar toward the place that is marked on your
It-
maps as Mbala.
Zimbala.
Did you hear something at Camp Vengeance about Mbala?
Yes.
What was it?
Night hags and terror folk.
Wait,
Mhm.
what?
It was terror folk and a witch or something.
Okay.
Witch of Merkel and terror folk.
You said
That's-
night hags, and I immediately just pictured hags in armor.
And did they drew like a big snake on the map, didn't they?
A big snake.
I think that was on the map
so
of Omu.
the-
we
you
got.
found-
Omu.
When you found you guys fought a white and some ogre zombies one time.
Right.
Yeah,
that
and
was
there
on
was
the
there was a weird snake symbol on the corner. It was like there was like this weird snake and then a circle and then like the snake's mouth like around the circle. And it looked weird.
Did it?
Yeah, so you now have a map of the lost city of Omu.
Moo.
which I believe you're still not 100% sure where that is. But when you find it, you have quite a detailed map of it.
We just know
It's
it's
a
full
little
of fat
city.
people.
Yeah, it's good.
With a weird snake corner, because that's not ominous at all.
You
Snake.
misplaced an entire.
Oh, we
city.
also
That's
have
very
a
reckless.
1/2 of ascending stone that I'm all in possession of. That's gonna end well,
Why do
Yeah.
all the small people have all the stones?
because no one has taken them from us.
Because you gotta live big, even if you are small.
So from what I remember last week, all of you, pretty much all of you, were touching this. You found a statue
Touch the butt.
of Ubteo or Ubtao. I can't remember exactly how you're supposed to pronounce it. I went with Ubteo. So you found this. No, I didn't. Whatever. Anyways, you found a statue of a god, a Cholton god. He's got a maze on his stomach. You traced the maze. Actually, Calf traced the maze first. Felt imbued with a weird power. Then other people tried, as stated.
Better
Steak
question is
got
it
nearly
a maze
zapped
or
to
you just
death.
happy to see me?
It's
Twice.
fine.
Okay, that was a
I
really bad
mean,
corn joke, and I just
He's a little
don't care.
stubborn. It's whatever.
had to deal with it.
Everybody else also tried. Most of you succeeded at completing the maze and like felt a cool breeze and like some like warm sun on your face and like felt blessed but didn't feel any sort of strange power. And you're now walking back through the trees, which are sort of opening for you as your ranger stands in front of you and does a strange tree dance as you amble forward.
He's Moses of the trees.
It's like if you went and saw like, I don't know if y'all have like a grand symphony orchestra. It's like that, but entirely over his heads and much slower, and for trees.
I don't know why, but all I can think of is Bugs Bunny during that one episode where he's playing the orchestra, and he makes that guy just keep singing until he's turned every color in the face, and the whole place just comes crashing down.
Hey,
I mean, this
love
would
that
seem
one. And it would have been fine if he hadn't given the Bugs Bunny some attitude. I'm just saying.
Then we wouldn't have an
this would
episode.
I mean, not wrong.
You're used to Warden's strange tree wiggling at this point, and it doesn't seem that strange to you. But how do the rest of you feel about this exchange you had with a weird statue in the forest? Does anybody have any thoughts about it?
It was fucking weird.
I
I mean,
mean,
how much do you have to work out to, instead of having a 6-pack, have a maze?
Quite a bit.
That's not the important thing. The important thing I took away from it is that everyone except you knows how to work a maze, and you will do it till it kills you, apparently. We watched you get zapped, and the first thing you did was lick your finger and put it right back on there. And get zapped.
I had a
Like-
good feeling about the second one. I had a good feeling about the third one, but y'all just didn't let me.
I wonder why.
Because I would have died. But that's not the point.
Says you. That is absolutely the point.
yeah, other than
So
face
your
palming,
characters are walking away from this. Is there any sort of conversation about it, or are you just sort of like, yeah, okay, weird statue, strange
I mean,
magic?
Well, we got a rumor back in the start of the game of this exact thing. So
glad he remembers that.
I actually wrote it down.
There was a thing about how following the maze would help you.
hmm
The specifics of the phrase I don't remember, but I
There's
remember
the exact rumor.
Okay. So does Araj bring this up to the party, or?
I mean, I feel like I brought it up when we first came across it because people just started doing the thing.
And the reason that Calf was running their finger along it at all was because they were trying to trace it.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's kind
Okay.
we found
already-
magic by accident.
Don't feel bad. My twin comes in on occasion and has a gambling issue.
Yes.
They like to do the
Oh.
The
dice.
rest of us was like, "Ooh, let's try." Nothing. Like it
Yeah.
felt warm. But other than
Well,
that,
For you,
I
it was a game of operation where instead of the red light blinking on the nose, you're hooked up to a taser.
it's like that bar game, the one with the ring and the metal
Ooh,
path.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. If you type *scales, it'll show how many scales you currently have, and then if you type !, dice and however many
You're like, what am I talking about?
you want to
We
win,
had to
you
twist
get
it
that.
and turn it and move
I'm
it.
still like, what are you
No, you
talking
can-
about? But I mean, that's not surprising.
You can do.
Yeah, you are barely old enough for Twitch.
Good job.
So you guys have been walking up
Good.
this
Good first
slope
roll, actually.
through the trees
You can only
for
bet as many as you have.
all of a day, and you've traveled not nearly so far as you would have on the river, but quite a ways because you haven't had to manually hack through
There's a
the
link for you.
forest.
Steak in the call.
Thank you.
Your
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
your ranger has made things easier, so I'd say that you've traveled at least a hex toward Mbala at this point. And I'm
Ooh.
trying to move the thing
Nope.
and not just stretch it out, but
Sorry,
sometimes
got real tall.
shit's hard. It's fine.
Party
We
was always
established
tall.
last time that we are the outliers of the short people.
All of a sudden, everyone is in a very
Fine.
long trench coat on each other's shoulders.
Oh my
Dibs
god.
on top.
Wait, goblin stack? But the whole party though?
Yep.
Oh god.
No, like
Dibs on top.
imagine the two furbolgs doing that up to a giant though, or something,
They are giants.
or like an ogre or something. And just
Ogres aren't even real giants.
excuse me for not knowing the exact lore.
My past is not a lore. How dare you?
Listen, I'm a 2 foot.
My race
eight-
is not your bard song.
So, I assume that you guys are gonna camp for the night at sunset as you are normally want to do. Any sort of camp activities in particular?
Going fishing.
Anybody's into?
We can't. There's no water. There's no body of water.
There is no body of water. That's true.
Land fishing.
That's
Chicken fishing.
Foraging, I believe.
yeah, land
Foraging.
fishing, foraging.
You go fishing for berries.
I'm gonna put my hand in the nearest shrub and kind of tickle underneath the berry and see if I can catch one.
Warden giggles.
Warden giggles.
I mean,
I listen. The number of things that just came into my head. Manga TOS.
I'm sorry, I just need to make sure of the wording. The number of things that came into your head.
Oh god.
Doorknobs.
I'm just gonna report everybody's stream. Hang on one
Cool,
second.
thanks.
Ooh.
I've been waiting to get banned so I can give up on my live streams.
Ooh. Ixer, you were doing
Get
real
banned
good.
so you can give up on your life.
feels
dreams.
bad, man.
Uh,
I see.
Okay.
Now you just gotta do some more chatting to get
So
more
if no one
scales.
has any particular activities in mind,
I guess I can't think of anything. So
all right.
I'm thinking of setting up some traps
Okay.
for wild game.
Okay.
Just
Tell me
lizard boy.
more about your traps and the supplies you have with which you purport to make them.
Well, I have had a couple of small, small game type traps
Okay.
that I'll use with foliage to disguise them in a little bit of probably a little bit of pilfered berries
Pilfered berries.
Are
for
are the
Oh,
two
it's gonna be
small
such
ones
a
going to
shame
fall
when I run
into
out.
the small game traps?
Hmm?
They're-
In my head, I'm just picturing the traps from Don't Starve.
Oh god.
We are going
Wait,
to
you mean
find
the ball of
the
net?
paladin and the barbarian in them in the morning.
The box with the twig that props it
Oh.
up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the bunnies run into it, and then it like wiggles on the ground.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I'm picturing in my head.
no. Unlike real
Doggos.
life.
Fighting doggos?
Grumpy doggos.
Or
Yep. Corgos are up to a mischief.
Gargos think they hear something.
Alert doggos. Attack corgos.
Mostly just pop.
Okay.
I'm sleeping in the boat tonight because I debated with it last night and got attacked by centipedes, so I'm sleeping in the boat tonight.
You're sleeping in the boat. Got it. Like under the boat, or like with the
No.
boat right side up? You're like sleeping inside.
In the boat.
What are you gonna
Okay.
do if the boat gets filled with insects?
Or rainwater.
Oh, you were screwed.
Listen, I have an intelligence of 8. I know what I'm doing.
Uh huh.
I have an intelligence of
Alright.
8. I know what I'm doing.
Fair enough.
Beautiful.
That's wonderful.
Roll a survival check for your traps, Kef.
Alright. Here's my character sheet.
Corgo does Bork.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Okay. So, in the morning, when you check your trap, let me see. Yeah. When you check your trap in the morning, you find inside of it what looks like a fat rabbit with a unicorn horn.
I'm sorry, what now?
Jackalope!
What?
Oh
Unilo.
no, I'm sorry.
What'd you call me?
I'm sorry. Jackalopes have the antlers.
Antlers, yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can actually find an image to show you on Roll20. I should have one. There we go. It's kind of cowering inside your trap. There you go.
Is
Oh
it
my God,
food or do you get a wish?
It's adorable. We can't eat that.
Can I keep it?
That
You're
sounds
a
like a
natural
challenge.
predator.
We can't eat that. It's too
You're a
cute.
natural predator. Act like it.
Can I keep it?
Scavengers.
Hold on. I'm gonna throw a thing into the call so that Calf really understands what this thing looks like. There you go. This is to help you because you've caught it. It must have gotten a little injured. That's what it looks like now.
Okay.
That
well,
should
that
make
one-
it easier to turn it into dinner. Just think of it as that. Don't use that cute image that we've been thrown. That is not indicative of its true evil nature, and you can tell that because it has a stabby head.
Because it
Anything
has a
with
stabby
cannot be
head.
Trusted. Anything that is that horny all the time cannot be trusted.
That took a turn.
By that
Hey.
extension, all bards
Rude.
fall under that jurisdiction.
Sounds
Yeah,
right.
I never
think
trust
that's
a bard.
actually-
Oh,
All
poor Randad.
Can we keep it?
Ooh.
Because it can't be trusted.
I'm going to point out that Randad spends most of his time
Wouldn't you
holding
also,
it all
like,
in and just directing it into parental concerns.
your lich
That's
who would
a
gamble
little
themselves into
awkward.
death?
Isn't it just?
Would you sell off
Instead of banging
your
every
undead
person out
servants
there,
for
I'm
that?
just gonna
Like,
make
how does
sure
how does
no
it how does it work?
And
Gamble away your whole lichdom?
Okay. Back to the
delete. Fuck, go back, fuck, go back.
Almarash. What is this thing called? An Almarash? Is that how that's said?
Sounds great.
You may not know that at this point. You can make a nature check to see if you do. But
Has-
you see a bunny with a unicorn horn.
Hmm. Um. Hmm.
These are obviously spike bunnies.
Spike bunnies.
Or is the meat spiked?
If you're from Chult, you can make the check with advantage.
I'm gonna
I'm
waddle
just
up and be
really
like,
good at
oh
these
my
rolls."
god!
I don't think a 12's enough.
You've seen it before, and you're like, Alaraj, Ala
What the fuck?
something. It's a bunny with a unicorn horn.
We rolled the same thing, just in different directions. You know, whatever. Dice, you're drunk. Go home.
Hmm.
It's no fun if everyone rolls for it, so I'll withhold.
Yeah,
I know what it
There you
is.
go.
It's Bunny. On a
Bunny.
stick.
it's about to be
Okay.
bunny on a stick. I have a feeling.
Well,
Oh, that's so convenient. They packaged the stick with the bunny.
I mean, guys, come on, look at this. Look at this. I mean, it's not hostile. Like,
Is
A
it
So
regular
is
hostile?
bunny?
most food.
Yeah, exactly.
mm,
It's not hostile.
What's in the second
is-
one?
this is why I've been
I
trying to
will-
avoid this conversation with people.
I will lean down and coax it out with a little bit of food of some kind.
Uh, it it kind of hops out, it sniffs, and you know how bunnies' noses wiggle, like, yeah, it's doing like the bunny nose wiggle thing, and then when like you feed it and it takes the food, and at this point it's like trying to get away from you. It's like trying to hoppity hop and leave. If you're just gonna like let it out of the trap.
I will reach over and essentially pick it up by the scruff.
It's just it wiggles and looks scared again, and it's like trying to poke at you with its horn rather ineffectually.
See, it's trying to stab you. It's violent. There you are. There's your excuse, lizard man. Let's have food. Nom nom.
Did we check the other trap? What's in that one?
Nice stool.
Oh, but you don't want a little familiar, do you?
I mean,
Mm,
I don't see
kinda
why
point
not.
at- I point at Lizard Boy.
That's your familiar,
Firstly,
not mine.
Rude.
I lay no claim to it. It's all yours.
Well, I'm pretty sure we can use all of this, and don't you whimper at me, carnivore.
This
I
is why
will-
stick to eating things that attack first, because I mean, you
I
don't feel bad
will-
about it.
Well, in all fairness, the fish didn't attack us. Can I have its horn?
Need a
I've
toothpick?
Yeah. I mean,
By all
one
means.
just snapped its neck, so it's not like I can be like, oh no! Like,
Make use of what you can.
Exactly.
I could
Otherwise,
do
you're
my
wasting
quid.
its sacrifice.
I will actually say a brief prayer of thanks to my Leaky for this.
Do you already have inspiration?
I don't believe so.
No, you do now.
Cool beans.
All
It's of goodness.
right. So
question.
the yeah.
With that shitty roll that I did, I know what it is.
You've seen it before somewhere here. You just can't remember what its name all the way. Alaraj, something like that.
Would I be able to roll to see if I can remember anything about if its horn is good for anything other than a toothpick?
If its horn is good for anything other than a toothpick. Sure. What kind of thing are you trying to like? You want to know if it's magic?
I guess if it's magic or medicinal, like if we grind it up, can we cure the shivers or
All right.
anything, or like is it good for
So
anything?
whichever one you want to know, roll either Arcana or Medicine.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah, this can make a potion.
Potion of horn growing.
Potion of dab.
It's actually a potion.
Of Monty.
Fuck. Is there a name? I can't remember if there's a name for. Hang on.
Diashon, I don't need a potion of horn, says Ixra.
But Daishon didn't say it.
I know I didn't say it. Like, wow. Or maybe he's saying Diashon doesn't need a potion of horn. That's true.
Or he's I
Nodding and smiling.
Not in wave, boys. Not in wave.
Nod and wave.
It makes a potion, if prepared correctly, that basically has the effects of the Pass Without Trace spell.
Oh.
A potion that
Oh.
makes you forget to leave footprints? That sounds fancy.
Would I?
So stealthy, you forgot to leave footprints.
I want to rummage through my shit to see if I've got anything to put this with, which I doubt I do.
What do you mean, put this with?
Like, in order to make the potion, do I have anything on me that I can use to make the potion? Which I don't, so I'm gonna keep it.
If only you knew somebody who.
If only you knew
makes
someone
potions
who
all the
made
time.
potions. Yeah.
Like all the time. It's so weird.
I've made like 2.
Uh huh. Which
It's 200%
precisely
more than anyone else
anybody
has.
else here.
And they've got a point there.
I've also got a point. Yeah.
Don't you have a bunch of them on the end of each digit?
Yeah.
Shwip, shwip.
Yep, that's the point that they were talking about. Yep.
Old and tall one. Do you got anything to mix this with? We can make Pass Without a Trace spell, potion, drinky
Pick up
drink.
a handful of dirt. This will work.
Disappointer. Point on the map where you were touched. What was that? I can't hear you.
Give it here. I will make something some night. I'm preoccupied. I may not make potions for a few days.
Is 'cause you fucked up the last one, isn't it?
Damn.
I was making a soup. Okay.
A soup. We believe it.
Hang on real quick.
If I'm going to say that, that sounds like I should
think about
just
the soup
straight up whip
again.
out a dick, like just out a dick. Just
I'm fine. I hold it together. I just have to work a little bit.
Clenched thine cheeks a little.
That word means two things.
Okay.
Okay.
So, the sun has risen. You have a rabbit. Because the cat. Stop. Meow. Thank you. So, you all got the benefits of a long rest, steak.
Yay.
You still feel keeper. You still feel that you have the power. You think, anyways, if you use your tracing to cast that pathfinding spell, and I assume someone's gonna either pack up or cook some rabbit on a stick, and y'all are gonna continue onward. Or if I'm wrong, tell me what's up.
I believe we're going to continue onward. I am
oh, cool.
more than happy to be the one to dress what I've caught.
What? Like
I'm surprised neither of you have tried to talk to it yet.
It's already dead.
I mean, before.
I was going to.
I mean, we did ask to keep it.
Please
so-
don't talk to. Please
Nah,
don't
it's-
talk with your food.
It's bad manners. Every Furbolg knows that.
I think I picked the wrong group to go for empathy a trait with.
Oh my god, the pun! You're gonna break my
That is,
chat with these type of puns.
Considered a dick move in Furbolg culture.
Times have
Did you used
changed,
to
old
travel
man.
with some guy named Dick? Did he talk to his food?
Did he just whip it out a lot?
I
Oh,
Dick,
Richard,
Dick
yes.
talked to a lot of things. Dick is
Dick was the
very
one who
social.
taught. Dick was the one who taught you to wave around like you do.
Dick also like to try and teach me to get around, but you know.
All right.
Anyway,
Anywho.
So the trees are thinner today, and Warden doesn't necessarily have to dance in order for you guys to be able to pass between the trees.
5 says he still does.
Okay, here's how fucked up my brain is. You said that, and I immediately pictured Warden doing the default dance from Fortnite. There's something very wrong with me.
Can you take inspiration away from him?
Please? hang on. I'll take it away myself.
What's the opposite of inspiration?
Disadvantage.
Yeah. Disadvantage on one roll of the DM's choice.
Shame.
Disadvantage on you, disadvantage on your cow.
Take DM shame. Got it.
better than taking advantage of your cow.
The party is ashamed of you. Feel their wrath. Okay.
Wrath unleashed.
So you guys move at a nice pace through the trees. It's been a couple of days since it's rained, but you feel like the heavy, wet, sticky, hot air around you, like it's going to rain today, as you continue walking through the trees as they thin out. And throughout your day, you notice like some of the trees and things in the area, like you can see where like it looks like a long time ago maybe an old tree was cut down. There's like stumps left occasionally in places, and like some of the trees look kind of diseased. Warden and Keeper probably noticed that. Whether everyone does, I'm not totally
Warden
sure.
absolutely would.
Yeah. And then by evening, you're beginning to see there's a really large, like, sheer cliff in front of you that goes up like 300 or 400 feet straight up in the air.
Good.
There's like a switch track, like a really, as you look longer at this cliff, there's like a really narrow, overgrown, like root covered switch track back and forth up the cliff that it looks like you could perhaps climb onto the plateau. It's like flat on top, but way up high, and you're getting darn close to what the map says should be Mbala.
Mbala.
Darn close.
So about that wheels for the boat idea.
Do you want to try and push a wheelie thing up a slope? What is up with you?
Probably better than carrying it.
And that's how B&B reinvented the wheel.
The amphibious vehicle, you mean?
Shotgun.
So it's probably an hour from sunset now, and it's pretty easy to say that it would take you longer than that to climb this height. What do you want to do?
Being on a cliff in the dark is a bad plan.
I just
Yeah,
kind of stretch and rock on my feet. Also, we just kind of keep it, because trying to climb this is going to be a pain in the ass. And I'm not for climbing in the middle of the night.
Camping makes the most sense to me.
Yes, and we should be wary.
How high is the tree line in this area? I know that's a
Probably
random
not
question.
very.
Like-
The plateau rises above the tree line.
Okay.
Um,
I'm.
yeah.
What the question more what I'm thinking is, in an hour, could you get above the tree line, take a look, and then come back down? That was kind of more my question. Or more my thought process. I didn't really ask it as a question.
Maybe. You might be able to. Well, you wouldn't be able to get back down in the hour. In the hour, you might be able to climb high enough to clear the tree line.
Okay.
That would depend.
I mean, if you jump,
I'm
you'll
just gonna
definitely
point
get
out
back down
we
in
have
an
some
hour.
big people, and he's very light.
Suddenly become flying lizard.
Oh,
Wait, you think someone is strong enough to throw the lizard 300 feet straight up?
I'm
not
gonna try.
300, but maybe above the tree line to get an eye on, see what's on the see if there's anything interesting out there.
the tree.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
Y'all ruined my plan. I was gonna
Same.
chuck his ass in the morning, just be like, "Wake up, yeet!"
I mean, hey, there is nothing stopping you from doing that still.
I'm just saying, you fastball special him to the top of the tree. He might make it.
Hey, as long as someone tries to catch me when I come back down, I don't care.
Oh, okay, fine. Put qualifiers on it.
What, are you not immune to fall damage?
No, we're level 3.
I don't think I have featherfall.
I certainly do not.
We are not having a Marisha
I
moment.
don't.
Please, no Marisha moments.
Where's your sense of adventure?
I just don't want to clean him off my shins. He's gonna splat and just go everywhere, and I don't want to clean him off my shins. You know how hard it is to
Okay.
get it out of scale.
I don't
You
agree
prefer?
with the reasoning, but I agree with the idea.
Actually, this is going to sound really crazy, but considering the size of the rain catchers and how they're designed to catch and funnel it down to a narrow point, we might actually use that as a net to catch him.
I mean, we do
I
have
can
enough.
always knit him back together.
Knit him back together.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't do 60 points of damage, I'm fine.
I mean,
Now I
Try
just
not
think
to
he's gonna look like
hurt him
Sally
all
from Nightmare
the
Before
way up.
Christmas.
Hi, hello, hi. I'm Fate.
So, are we trying to get a sight, like a trying to see what we can see thing, and now, or are we gonna wait till the morning?
Let's wait.
Well, do you see in the dark?
Yeah, I mean, I see 60 feet in the dark, but we have an hour of daylight still.
Yeah, 60 feet in the dark, unless we put you right at the thing and we manage to throw you 300 feet straight up in the air, which we all know is not going to happen. You won't see much anyway.
Truth?
Gee, if only we had a little familiar we could send up there and be like, hey, what do you see?
Who's got a familiar?
It's a jab.
I know people were talking about using the bunny on a steak, but we
Yeah,
had
it
it for
was
dinner instead.
100% a jab. I would not have eaten that meal then, by the way. Just
So you're hungry instead?
I've got other rations, is what I'm saying.
Do you?
He just
Yeah.
ate some grass and he's gonna have a grass ball later. It's fine.
So let me see if I get this straight. You're a lizard man vegetarian?
No.
Evidently.
He's a lizardarian.
He doesn't eat it if it's
I'm-
cute.
See, that's the part
I'm-
that gets me. If it's cute, that's the part I'm having trouble with.
It's more I made the mistake of going with the character trait of empathetic, and yeah, not a fan of the whole trapping process. Just
I am.
kill it quick. It's don't terrify the thing.
It wasn't terrified. It was
Yes, it
remarkably
was.
chilled. It was eating food, and then had its neck suddenly.
Have you
done.
ever met a rabbit? Their whole existence is terror.
It's incredible. That
I mean, it has a giant horn on its head. I wouldn't be too scared. Oh shit! I grabbed the wrong accent.
That's very Scottish.
Alright.
Either way. Point.
Has anyone found an Australian
Am I
accent
getting
somewhere?
thrown
I seem
tonight
to
or
have
in the
lost
morning
mine.
Is the question. 'Cause here's my 2 cents.
Where's your
If we,
strength?
if we throw me tonight and one of you misses and doesn't catch me, I've got a night to heal if I don't die.
Aren't you
Totally how it
under
works.
half health already?
That was
No,
yesterday.
it's been a day.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's been a day
It's
already.
been a day.
But yeah, so I have full health. So
Look, I know you want to get. Look, I know you want to be yeeted real bad there, little yeet, but I'm not chucking you because I'm sleepy. So one of the others, or Shorty McShort here, has to chuck you.
I am working on tanning rabbit leather.
Why do I feel like I'm just about to get grabbed by a gnome and thrown in the air without any warning?
Because you have hope in your soul.
Yep.
Fine.
Just a skosh.
Well, since Keeper is keeping to the leather, I'm gonna have Keeper show me how to set up the traps and go set up more traps. Maybe we will
You
catch
can
something
roll
out.
survival. Do you have proficiency in survival?
Yep.
Okay.
Because guide.
Yep. Well, if they didn't have proficiency in survival, I was gonna say, okay, you may not have set up traps like this before, and possibly make them roll with disadvantage. But it's fine. They know how. So
Alright.
roll survival.
Plus, I got Keeper to help me. I ain't dumb. 18.
Indeed.
18. Okay. So you're tanning rabbit leather. Is anybody else doing anything? You set up traps.
I'll start a fire.
Okay.
Sit in front of it and just poke it distractedly.
Okay.
Well, we still have some light. Does the path like in front of us, like the hill, look like it's traveled often? Like, is it?
It's
does it have,
super
like, a lot of
overgrown. It's
overgrown?
like it's been
So-
reclaimed by nature.
So, if people live in Mbala, they're not taking this path.
That's a pretty safe assumption. There's like boulders that have fallen down onto it, and like roots of trees, and
Kudzu.
it looks like a narrow goat track at best.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely want to camp for the night, and I don't think we should start with the cliff. I think we should look around.
Given most of the denizens of this area fly, caution is good. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can pluck one out of the air.
Pluck what out of the air?
Terrorfolk.
Oh. Yeah, that could happen. We'll see.
Oh god, now I have to ensnaring strike one of them. I just want to see what happens.
Uh,
Well, it's
Okay.
moved
Sure,
falls
the
to
glorious
0,
time.
right?
I'm pretty sure they are like grappled basically. So
Yeah. So their move speed would fall to 0, which is 60 straight down.
yeah.
Their moose speed? Speed of moose.
Move.
They become restrained.
in the twilight, as you're like sort of looking at the sky thinking about terrorfolk, you notice two large creatures with bat-like wings flying overhead to the
Very
west
beautiful.
above you.
That was a good
like from
quote.
from east to west, across the tree above your heads, like huge, like a 8 or 9 foot wingspan. They're flying maybe 60 feet above you, and like the sound of like leathery wings flapping can be heard as they pass over you.
That's not ominous.
They're like gargoyles.
Also, it's
Humans
not
and their
really
gargoyles.
twilight for me while I'm looking at them. So what do I actually see?
So they're within your range of your sight, but you can't see colors because it's dark vision, so it's grayscale. I'll show you an image.
I guess I would also have it too then, because of my dark vision, wouldn't I?
Mine goes to 120 feet.
They're 60 feet above you, so it's like just at the edge of your vision, right? Your dark vision only goes 60 feet.
I think it's 60 dim, 60 dark. Let me check the exact wording.
We're
Yeah,
seeing silhouette.
dim light is bright light out to 60 feet, and darkness is dim light out to 60 feet.
Okay, so in the dim light, you see a large shape with like wings and flapping and
Things that are bad.
Pterodactyl folk.
Wait.
Nailed it.
An image is in your DMs, Daishan.
That doesn't look awkward at all.
Awkward. 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 That's their mating call. Awkward. Awkward.
And the best way I can think of to describe it to you, that you were now curious to what it is I see, is it's like a pointy-beaked, all-leather bird with narrow legs, and instead of having arms, it's straight-up wings.
Oh.
So,
So they're nothing. Ooh, okay.
Like, it is a lengthy, pointy beak
Yeah.
snout on this thing's existence.
So they are pterodactyls. Got it.
so this is Hobble asking, do they look a little bit like those weird glasses things from Alice in Wonderland, the cartoon? Except not as cute.
Oh.
Pims knows what I'm talking about.
I think so. Yeah.
Do you guys try to hide from them, by the way, or are you just like standing there staring at them?
I mean, I'm in a bush putting up shit. I don't know what anybody's doing.
All right.
I'm
Portman
following
is
everyone
never
else's
not
lead.
in the shadow of a tree.
So
Okay.
I look up. I'm busy trying to see what it is. I don't even think about it.
Yeah, they don't notice you.
Yay, lucky.
plot twist: they don't have dark vision.
Alright, so I
Neither-
set up.
They're
Neither
flying
do
at
most
night,
of
I bet
us.
you they do.
Yeah.
It's not quite dark yet. It's like getting dark, and they're flying toward the stone plateau.
They're flying towards Zimbala, basically.
In other words, they became just about as observant as every other person who's 2 minutes from home when they're on their way back after a long journey. Did you notice the fire down the street? What fire?
What do you mean an entire city block's missing?
Are you sure I would have seen that?
Alright, so I set up all the traps. What is everybody staring at?
Your traps. I love how they like kind of overlap. It's great.
Warden takes his quilt and like makes like fake wings with it.
You keep that up, you're gonna put out the fire. So, what exactly are them things? Does anybody know? Anybody got a clue? Are we gonna try and follow them in the morning? Like, what the hell?
Those are likely the terror folk that Wolf warned us of.
And something tells me whether we want to or not, we're going where they are.
I mean, if you mean up there, then we already determined we want to. So, say whether we want to or not, but we're going there. That's where they are.
Alright, since we've already seen them, might as well go to sleep and we'll deal with it in the morning. Put the boat up on stilts or something so that it covers from the top. Gonna sleep underneath, I guess.
Should really do watches tonight. I mean, I'm assuming we do those every night.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we're still alive because of them, so yeah.
I'll take first watch.
I'm gonna take whatever watch Lizard Boy takes.
I was just gonna say I'll take whichever one needs the second person on it.
I'll take
watch then?
second.
Oh, third watch. We're
Okay.
on third watch.
Either way, I don't care.
I'll sit on second with the short aggro man who likes to lick things.
Oh,
Hi.
please confine it to your own side of the tent. I don't want to wake up to that.
You have a tent?
We have a shitty makeshift lean-to tent that we all have
Our
to
tent
share,
is
like
Our
family.
tent's a blanket thrown over the canoe.
Exactly.
I prefer the stars.
Yeah, like, does anything
Probably
happen on the
best
first? Does anything happen
fire.
during the night?
We already have one. That's
Yeah.
kind of the
Oh.
problem.
We'll put it out at dusk.
Didn't we decide 2 days ago it was a good idea to have the fire on all the time because the whole bugs eating people?
Yeah, I feel like we have a better chance to get some bugs than those things, though, if it comes down to us.
There's
Half
squirrels
or
in my
2/3 of
pants.
us being asleep.
We could just put something over it so we still have a fire, but it doesn't shine up. Like, I don't know, a boat.
A wooden boat.
Don't build the fire high.
Sounds like
Fire
an
has a
awful
habit
idea.
of going wherever it wants to go.
Yeah, don't build the fire high and put the boat kind of high.
Hmm.
The heat won't burn through the boat. It'll be fine.
I built very low to the ground fire.
A very low to the ground
Shorter
fire.
than yeet fire.
Oh,
You know, we could
pit
dig a little
fire.
hole and put the fire in that.
Yeah.
So it'd be out. Literally just drop the sod on top of it.
Hmm?
Actually, yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
That's
Yeah,
a
making
very
a
good
pit
idea.
is probably better.
Right. I'm Shaggy. Forget I said that though.
Oh, I thought you said that in character. I was agreeing
you
with
don't
you in
have the
character.
negative stats that some of us do.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna dig a hole and put a fire in it and put a boat over the fire.
Mhm.
Okay.
I guess I'll help with the digging effort if it matters. I don't know if it will.
Man, I got a
You know,
minus
as
pick.
a-
Not great, but
I've got an excellent idea for what we can do. You put the fire in the pit. You put some sticks that go crossways on it, like a star
Big flat
pattern,
leaves, like
and then put the
palm
dirt on
fronds.
top of that. And so what'll end up happening is if the fire does get higher, it'll burn the sticks, so the dirt falls down and puts it out.
there you go. I go through the front part of the brush and trees and whatnot to find some sticks for his idea.
Okay.
Do I gotta roll survival to see the sticks?
You can find sticks. It's a fucking jungle.
Sure.
Yep.
But
Okay.
we
I'm
need
sure.
to roll to see if you missed the sticks for the forest. Let's be real here.
You can't see
Pretty
the-
much just don't roll a 1.
You find no sticks. Guys, I can't find sticks.
You can't
If you
find any
look at
sticks, just
those
small
sticks?
trees.
Just small trees.
You didn't find any sticks, but you did find yourself.
Oh, okay. So first watch. Are you guys doing anything while you're doing your watch, or are you just looking nervously into the trees and hoping nothing comes to swoop down on you with its leathery wings?
I guess I'm just meditating and listening to whatever's around me unless Warden wants something.
Okay.
He's on third
Keeper.
watch, man.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
You-
apparently I got assigned to first watch.
Yeah, you didn't speak up.
Sorry.
It happened. You hear monkeys in the trees. It's not like you've never heard monkeys in the trees before, but like there are a lot of monkeys hooting in the trees at night, which is a little odd, but not like crazy. Otherwise, your watch passes uneventfully.
Your
'cause
what?
You can't talk.
You twat.
Your
What?
watch.
What? What?
Your way?
He's good.
Your watch.
Quack, 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 quack.
Turn into the
You're
penguin.
letting fuck.
Something about the raptor doing chicken noises is just odd.
It was supposed to be the aliens from Mars Attacks.
Considering the raptor is the progenitor of the chicken,
It's a proto chicken.
makes total sense.
Proto chicken.
Who's to say that raptors didn't sound like chickens back in the time? How terrifying would that be to have that come running at you, just walking away?
I mean,
They
to
can
be
box right
fair,
off.
to
I
be
can't
fair,
handle that.
velociraptors are thought to have been feathered too.
And on top of that,
So-
have you? If anyone ever thinks that a chicken is a coward, they haven't paid attention to the way that thing will hunt you down and
Yup.
eat you if it gets you in a little weak place. I fell down. They
Yup.
attacked me.
Chickens are scary.
Hey,
Chickens
Chickens
are
are
assholes.
you just gotta go for
murder
the eyes, and you're done.
Don't tell them
So-
that.
Are you giving advice to the chickens? Because
Exactly.
That sounds like advice for chickens.
I mean, it's just general good advice. If you need to, go for the eyes.
Go for the eyes.
Chicken will hamstring you and then go for the soft meat. Why go for the eyes when I can just make sure you can't get up?
Shaggy and Finkelknob have second watch. Is Shaggy doing anything particularly creepy on his watch?
Jesus, what is with you people expecting creepy? No, I sit there and I tell Finkelknob about some of the stuff that myself and my friends used to do. We were adventuring. We would go
That's
camping
not
like
weird.
this because you can't go sleeping in the van. I mean, in the cart.
Randomly keeps changing word to cart.
I feel like Finkelknob's just gonna be bored out of his mind for this entire conversation.
Wait, it was Old Man Jenkins the whole time?
It really was. That was the thing that was disturbing. Like every time we get involved in this thing, it would always turn out to be some old fecking lying adults, and we'd catch them out.
Or red herring?
Don't believe everyone. Every lying adult will catch you. Will lie to you.
Red herring? No.
Communism's just a red herring.
All right. You guys have an uneventful watch as well. And after your 3 hours is up,
Random Pondo in the forest screaming.
yeah,
No, it's a monkey.
it's a monkey. It's a howler monkey. Howl monkey. Good job.
On-demand screeches.
I squeezed her a little bit. It's fine.
On demand, slightly coaxed screeches.
Okay. Warden and small lizard boy are on third watch together.
So Warden's kind of sitting under a tree with like his knees tucked up and his arms wrapped around them.
Okay.
Does Warden have PTSD?
Not quite.
All I can think of
Like
is
on
Five
top,
goes
like
with
it's a casual position, not a-
somewhere out
Okay, I
there.
thought they were
It's
a little
not the
concerned
fetal
about that.
position.
He's not hugging himself.
I thought
Quite.
it was maybe flashing back to that horrible soup incident of the other night.
And after like
Bees! Bees! Not the bees!
after a good like hour of just sitting there silently, he kind of looks at Yeet and goes, "Little one,
Hmm?
do you actually speak to your god?"
I love watching the eyebrows.
I hadn't
on
thought
that.
about this.
He's like, I wasn't
Freezing.
expecting that question.
Panic. I was expecting something about the rabbit, not this.
That's a rabbit.
Um. Wow, you just caught me completely out of left field. You gotta give me a second here.
Please tell me you say that in character.
No, I'm not that dumb.
Are you sure?
No,
Oh, damn.
I mean, kinda. If he needs to, he just kinda's got pops in, says what he needs to, and goes about his business. He's probably got other people similar, so I try not to take up too much of his time.
Has
You're a paladin?
he ever?
God,
I'm not a
I've
burden
noticed
of a paladin.
Has he ever asked you to work for another god? Like a kind of like trade or secondment.
That I'm
If they
aware
were
of.
subcontracted to other deities.
Not that I'm aware of.
It's so strange that a piece of Ubtao wound up in my grotto when it was always safe. Me lucky never let anyone in. And then you came with, and it just feels odd.
Well-
I feel like I'm far from home, and there is a purpose, but it's not her usual way of guiding.
I don't know how much comfort it will bring, but Savris is one of fate. So perhaps they're working together without us knowing.
That is how they tend to work, isn't it? You know, we had many of those mazes. I had much time to examine. And this name, this Ras, it was everywhere. But there were two. It was strange. I wonder if we are stuck in some kind of godly conflict. That's terrifying. And I just start like mumbling to myself.
I gotta do a finger
rest
rest.
of the night.
What I know about the spell plague with that?
You know that the spell plague happened.
Okay.
I would guess that Warden may even have, in his, he is quiet, but sometimes he tells stories.
Yeah.
He
that-
might have
that
told you
was-
about the spell plague with that.
That was more. I was trying to see if I would have known about. Do I know this was the land of Ground Zero for that, more or less,
Mm,
or is that more up in the air?
does whether any of anybody really knows that is doubtful.
Okay.
At least anybody from the north.
Okay. Well, godly conflict will not end well. Let's just hope, if that's what it is, we stop it before it gets too bad, if we have a chance at it.
And I just kind of drift back off
Into Grandpa Pimmelbolgness.
Please tell me I wasn't the only one that saw his
I
jaw
was
just.
seriously expecting you to bring up the
Yes.
rabbit thing. I wasn't expecting
Please.
like that.
Hey man.
Love how you bring up godly conflicts with the kobold and not the other
Not the
clan member.
You mean the person that I've been traveling with for like a while?
Yeah, there is a little bit of backstory.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
just I'm being out of character shit.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, I love the fact that the Paladin was kind of agnostic just there.
Look, out of character, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't know how the paladin god interaction works. Okay, I'm just like, hey, you want powers? Sure. That's how.
Hey, you
Like,
want
yeah.
powers?
That's
It's
that's
like a-
warlock.
Okay,
It's like
that's
a warlock
warlock,
without the
man.
without
Listen,
the soul.
Savris is not a warlock patron.
Yeah, but it's like
Savris is not a warlock sugar daddy.
I'm just giving out powers willy nilly.
point being, I hadn't actually thought about the class god interaction at all. So
Well, and now you have.
Yep.
yeah, and now I don't know what to do with the information because I don't have it yet.
Da 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 da. Boom.
Alright.
Ra da da boom ta. Okay.
I am so fucking gay.
So as you guys are having this conversation, the sky is turning that gray that it turns in the early morning before the sun rises over the trees.
Nice, Yuenya. What?
Thank you. I was thinking.
Whoops.
Just randomly holding the barbarian up.
You're. I can't wait till he snaps and punches one of the people that's taller than him. It's gonna be great.
I have an axe. Will be equally tall.
Oh god.
Just riding it around like a
Ooh,
pogo
alright.
stick.
Suddenly, I'm glad I'm shorter than you.
Alright, so everyone begins to stir at dawn, I assume. And you're gonna go scale a cliff? Or climb a path? One of the two, or something. You guys said you should do something else. What's happening? Talk to me.
I know exactly what's happening.
I want to walk around and see if there's an easier way up.
I'm going with
Okay.
the
path
barbarian.
was the one that we were thinking of.
So like you want to try to walk around this I'm talking like this probably 3 miles wide, this like huge stone here. I actually have a picture for this. I'll put it in the
It
call.
look like the cliffs of Dover. Or the cliffs of insanity from Princess Bride. Same thing, but
I mean, also, is there a house at the top? Little old man, very colorful bird,
A lot of balloons.
a lot of balloons.
Not that you can see.
Bird may or may not respond to Kevin.
Wait.
Dog familiar has a collar with permanent speak with animals on it.
and there's a small
There's a-
kidnapped child.
No, it's a burb.
Seriously though, a collar with permanent speak with animals on it for whatever animal's wearing it would be kind of cool.
It's called Awakened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There you go.
Does that even makes it smarter?
Yeah.
There you go. If you look in the
this
call,
further raises the up question.
you're looking at that, but with like a goat track that's been overgrown, like cut into the side of it. Like someone did this purposefully, and it's been reclaimed by nature.
Okay. I mean, the goat track sounds okay.
Yeah,
Should one of us? We know things are up here. Should one of us scout ahead?
I'm assuming it's so overgrown that we would have to slowly make our way up through it because we have to cut and push and work our way through all the crap that, unless Warden just
He's
wants to
already doing a
dance them
wiggle.
away.
I was actually thinking I might go on ahead by myself.
He would be the right one to.
By yourself? Like we just
Mhm.
kind of wait here for an hour and a half while you move 10 feet and then we
No, you follow at a distance.
Okay. So your plan
Old
is
man gets pushed off
Warden's
the
gonna go
mountain.
ahead. Are you gonna cut your way through, or how are you going to? You could like climb carefully over the plants, I guess, if you wanted.
Mm-hmm. I want.
Okay. So it takes some extra time if you're gonna like climb over the.
In all
There's
honesty,
like
I was hoping he
tangled
would like
roots and the trees
wave and climb his
seem,
ass back up the thing. I was really hoping that that's what was
like
gonna
it's like deadwood.
So it's all crap anyway.
Yeah, it's like dry and crusty deadwood trees. And there are some like large rocks that are in your way.
Gotta get the rocks off path.
Nice.
Are you
Paulus.
sure you're not a bard?
I'm surprised I haven't played one yet. Actually,
Same.
thanks.
You're welcome.
And I would like to, while I'm moving, I'd like to stay as stealthy as I can.
Okay. Roll stealth. Okay.
18. And I'm able to do that at an even pace. So.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like kind of climb over everything I can. If I have to move stuff, I have to move stuff. But I'll do
Okay.
it very carefully.
Okay. After about an hour of climbing, you're maybe a third of the way up. You're over the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
How far
Okay.
behind is the rest of the party following?
What would we say would be about the good point? Because I would think of something kind of akin to, rogues taking point in dungeons. Giving them 30, 60
Yeah.
feet.
I'd say 45 maybe, just so that way we're within a turn if you need it. But
Okay.
also,
You mean a turn and a half. 45, you don't get there that quick.
Yeah, I'd say
It's a full move.
25 to 30.
yeah, a couple of us have some ranged options.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good because I got a longbow. So
Yeah. Also, the ranger's up front, so he's gonna, if anything, run back almost immediately. So
Yeah, because he strikes me as someone who actually chickens out and comes back to the group.
he did with the centipedes.
He did.
I mean, and also they were up
You're
his
thinking
pants.
of the other furbolg.
Okay.
I mean, this isn't Candace with just squirrels in her pants. This is crotch-eating centipedes.
After another hour or so of climbing, you're about another 100 feet up the cliff face. You've been like winding, the path winds back and forth as you go up, right?
It's like
And
that one
then-
road in all the movies.
In front of you, when you get to this point, now going up, there are like stairs cut into a crevice in the rocks with like there's still like rocks and weeds and stuff, but as you look more closely at the sides of this like 10 or 12 foot wide like path, there's like carvings and decorations on the side. This is like a man-made staircase now.
Oh,
I'll wait for the party.
If only we had a dwarf with that stone ability they have.
Stone ability?
They have like a thing where they like have
I think
like
it's
no backgrounds of stone or
I
something.
think it's lore,
Stone
like
cunning.
stone. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the stone came from here.
yeah. That's all it's good for.
Yeah.
Steak.
Well, it also like doesn't it do like how old the carvings are and stuff too?
We could tell by history or survival, probably.
How do the carvings look? Do they look familiar?
You see they look like jungle scenes, like dinosaurs and other animals fighting, flying lizards, volcanoes.
Can I do a history, like look through them and kind of like do a history roll?
For what? What are you trying to find out?
If I recognize any of them, if they make any sense to me, if there's like, this is a hieroglyph of a thing, or if it's just
Sure,
like this
stories.
is gibberish. Stories.
Yeah. Can you find out any stories from the? Yeah, sure. Okay. From
This looks
from
like a
what
triangle.
you're looking at, you like you see the volcanoes catch your eye, right? And it makes you think about farther to the south in Chult, closer to your home, you know that there are more volcanoes, and it makes you think of those. But as far as a particular story or like whether there's something in particular happening in these glyphs,
I would like to keep an eye out for snakes and upside down triangles.
okay. As you look over the things, roll investigation.
I miss my I miss having positive intelligence modifiers. Can I use my advantage on this one or inspiration?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can. You can roll again. You can't have the just have the 14 because you already saw it. But you can
Oh.
roll again if you want to use your advantage.
Sure, why not? So, investigation. It's gonna be like a 2 or something.
What's a triangle?
Yeah, that's
Does
Shape.
a real snake bite him at this point?
Shape.
literally the phrase. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Just came to exist, probably.
He just points at things.
A
Shape.
gardener snake slithers harmlessly past his foot.
No.
Well, these don't really mean much to me. These volcanoes kind of make me miss home, but other than that, they don't mean anything to me.
Miss Home.
Yeah, we had some volcanoes nearby. I didn't live in it. I just
Oh.
Yeah.
Or what? So, because they're a reptile, they need to be near the lava?
No.
like
I know. That's out of character. I'm just joking.
down south, no kind of thing, where it's hot and sweltery.
How far south?
This is all hot and sweltery.
Like, 4.
Compared to here,
Portal came from hell. Confirmed.
If you look on your map, the turtle is from the snout of Amgar. It's all the way at the bottom.
Snout of Angar. Oh, you mean this, like this island down here that looks
Yep.
vaguely like a turtle?
That's the one.
That looks vaguely like a turtle.
Yeah, it's like you got like the green part, that's the head, and then the gray part's like the shell, and then they're kind of like
Don't call him
sideways
out
in
when
the
he's stretching.
water,
It doesn't work out so
as
good.
if they're like reaching up to like wave, you know?
What it looks like is one of those 2-headed turtles, but one of the heads is retracted in.
Yeah,
if you're
exactly.
going to that route.
See? He's partially above water.
shy.
Anyways, I'm sidetracking.
He's shy. Anyway, I believe we have stairs to fail more investigation rolls on.
I feel like you guys have done your investing, so that like it's like there's probably several hundred stairs cut into the side of the cliff going up at this point, directly in front of you, and the whole way there's, like, as far as you can see anyway, there are decorative artistic carvings carved on both sides.
I'm looking for a
It's
specific
wide
story.
enough, the stairs are wide enough for 3 of you to walk abreast if you wanted
A
to.
booby. I'm looking for a specific story. It involves a giant 3-headed lizard and a giant glow-back lizard and a big moth thing. I'm wondering if that is anywhere on the wall.
I don't think there is any kaiju here.
Damn.
I know I
You're
rolled
that Gojira stuff. I've heard of that.
Yeah. See,
But
he
I'm telling
understands
you,
it.
it was just a guy in a rubber mask.
Oh no.
I know
It's
I
just
rolled
an
a
old bear.
3, but I want to still keep an eye out for snakes and triangles. I'm not gonna find any, but I want to keep looking.
Okay.
Can I scare him and just be like
Well, I'm looking for carvings, so
You said they're
Okay.
decorative. Do they actually look like they're telling a story of some kind?
There are some stretches that look like they might be telling some stories. Like there's one where you can see like it looks like people are building a city on top of a flat rock. Like there's a stretch that that's that sort of a story. A lot of them just look like stuff that you've seen in the jungle. You know, pretty plants, strange animals, dinosaurs, people taming dinosaurs.
Are there any images of people being betrayed by ferns?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only
Ferns?
one.
I knew it.
I knew it.
I thought you were okay with ferns now, though.
Depends on the day, apparently.
Is more of armistice than peace.
Wow.
Wow. The Rangers trying to be the Blay IRA. Lovely.
Okay. So you're just gonna climb the stairs, yeah? Or you got
Are we
more to
resuming
do?
scouting? Or are we just all gonna go up as a group?
Whoop. God, frick. I'm sorry, dog. I honestly think group, unless you really want to take point again.
Group is fine. Group is good. We made it safely.
So, climbing these stairs probably takes you another 30 minutes. The, the stairs are like kind of built for human-sized people. So the shorter fellows in the group, you probably your thighs are burning from the amount of stair climbing that you've done. And as you reach the top, actually, Steak, you'd said something about wanting to look as you climb the stairs. You'd said something about wanting to look around and see if you could get a good view. You want to roll me a perception check?
Sure. That's not an intelligence stat, so I'm here for it.
At least be honest.
I'm okay with that.
So, a long way off in the distance, probably you're maybe 100 stairs from the top. A long way off into the distance, you notice a vaguely ovoid rock suspended in the air, like miles and miles away.
Seems normal.
That's new.
Legit.
The sun.
No, like you literally would just hear like a. That's new.
What's new?
Point.
With his mouth just flapping.
Which way is that?
It's so far away that it's almost just a smudge. It's south by southeast. Or sorry, east by southeast. My bad.
By southeast. Miles, you said?
Yeah, like out here.
Like here?
No, like farther, like out.
Oh,
Yeah, out this
there.
way.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You touched a tile.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The hexagonal
immersion.
butthole out in the middle of the forest.
My immersion. Floating oval rock thing.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay. It's an excellent representation of an oval rock. Hey, is there any chance I can fill in some of the map just by like looking out off this cliff?
You can. It may not be as accurate as the rest of it, but you could try.
We could try.
Is that what you want to do right now?
If we're just kind of sitting here looking, yeah.
Okay. So you want to take like what? How long do you want to spend looking out in that direction and seeing and trying to reveal part
I've only
of the map?
been at this for like an hour and 45 minutes, almost 2 hours
Okay.
in 15 minutes, and I am already
Okay.
flagging like a bitch.
So like you're getting out your
I am
like setting up your
tired.
opening the map on your backpack and like
Yeah.
drawing. Is that what's happening here?
Like, work
Okay.
and exercise. Shit, man. Like, I'm sleepy.
When you
sleepy.
look that way, you can definitely see where the river goes, like past that way and like where you think it might be. But there's not a large enough clearing through the trees to see it. It's like it's too far away for that. But you can give a guess of where you think it would be, like from where you remember like the branches of the river splitting off. Let's see. I'm gonna take a look at the map and see what I'm gonna reveal from your looking. Okay. So, whoops. Please tell me I didn't close that. Okay, good.
I need that. No.
Baby, come back.
Almost pulled a
I
stay.
can't get my goddamn squares because y'all have some stuff on the map.
70th time
Alright.
you've downloaded Minecraft.
All right.
Sorry,
I'm-
we're
I'm
ruining
moving
this map.
some of y'all's shit for a minute so that I can grab the things I actually want. I'll put them back.
Or will they?
What's going on? I'm going to put on the kettle. I'll be right back.
Kettle, kettle, kettle. Kettle.
I have to like flip back and forth between the map pages so that I know what's under the tiles before I remove them.
I mean, legit.
Also, do we want to take a 10 to 15 minute break?
Yeah, sure.
Probably not a bad idea.
While I take 10 to 15 minutes to do some mapping? Oh. Nice.
Real-time
So
mapping.
as you look out that way, you can see that there is this large river basin.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why, like, because there aren't any trees in the way, is ostensibly why you can see out this way. Why there is a big floating island. It like yeah, it's an oval like giant rock that's just
Floating.
floating.
Is it centered where my circle is, or is my circle?
No, it's hang on, let me put y'all's
Other stuff back? We could probably get rid of the circle for the Aldani Basin at this point. Don't you all think? I mean, we've got...
As long as we have the text for it, yeah.
Yeah. If that helps.
Well, I'm gonna go make some coffee, so I will be a few minutes. If I'm
Okay.
not back by the time people are ready to start, just pretend Warden's zoned out on the map.
Okay.
So, play as if you were here anyway.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Also, since we're on break, Medi wants to inform us that that's just their Minecraft Sky Factory base.
Okay.
I will also AFK.
Okay, I'll be back.
Alright, Focal Yokels. You heard it. You're going to the kitty butt screen. I'll be back.
Nom nom nom.
These hexes are such a pain in my ass. I mean, I appreciate them. Yeah. It seems legit.
Good enough.
I mean, all right.
Warden smudged it while he was drawing something else because he's right-handed. Or something, I don't
Sounds
know.
like something Warden would do. It's right up there with the soup.
No. Everything is horrible. Okay. Can I do that? I can. I'm stopping while I'm ahead.
Sounds legit.
We're making popcorn.
Hello!
Hello.
I hear a hearty crunch. Ugh. Oh.
I'm just getting in the mood by pretending my chicken pot pie is rabbit.
Yeah, that's a mood.
You missed my dancing. Haha. I came out and there was nobody here, so then I went back to watching my tea, and then I came back out. Nobody was here, so I did a little dance. Then I'm back. And nobody saw it.
Except
Oh, no one
stream.
actually can tell how white I am.
Stream VOD can.
Jokes on stream. I color adjust so I don't look as pale as I am.
Is that why you're red? Right up here.
Mm-hmm. That and I spent part of that 5-10 minutes fucking wiping soy juice off the floor.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I do
I
have to
forgot.
ask why soy juice?
Tofu. Pressing it. I forgot that I had it pressing and it leaked everywhere.
Mm.
That's just its way to try and help you remember what it is that you're missing about real meat.
Oh no, I had a cheeseburger on Thursday. I know exactly what I'm missing with meat.
Okay, good then.
Yeah.
What was that?
I said I am 5 times.
Pims likes real meat confirmed.
So.
Oh, okay. Yes, Long, I am Canadian. I do need to blend in. That's why I am red and white. And I guess blue with my shirt, you know.
You're half Merc, and we can forgive you.
Yeah. Apparently the Canadians can't, but you know.
Can you blame them?
Something burning the White House down.
It was that one time.
I
Hell,
think it was
even the
like,
Britons did it.
I think it was like 18 times technically.
Dropping
Really?
a wonderful meme into
There's
the
a
chat.
lot of instances of burning a White House down on our list. Enough to make a. I've seen people with the front is just a plain black shirt, but the back is like tour dates. Oh, let me try that. Let me fix something. There you go. Try again, Daishan. But there's a shirt that exists that's Oh, are we doing we're doing diet shaming. Got it.
No, that's not diet shaming. Don't even think like that. That is not what that is.
That's shaming someone who
Wait.
didn't read the label on
Wait.
the chorizo.
Yep, that's right.
What?
Pims aren't a thing.
Fucking I didn't know chicken isn't vegan.
The Scott Pilgrim reference. Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's a good one. I still can't believe like some of the actors that are in that fucking movie. Like seriously.
Yep.
Like Captain Marvel? Come on. There's some obvious ones, but then there's other ones that you're like, wait a minute.
What do you mean Superman is in here?
Yeah. I actually just found out about that one. I didn't know that was Henry.
Not Henry.
I thought wasn't it Henry Cavill?
No,
Are we talking
Superman
about?
Returns Superman. The one with Kevin Spacey.
Oh, we're talking about movies I haven't seen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't
actually-
let you have that. No.
Yeah.
I've actually seen that movie.
It-
Sorry, you're by yourself on that one,
It
Steak.
had some moments and some.
The comic is much better, but that's
Well,
usually
yeah.
true with longer form storytelling.
Like I
can't
see
believe-
where they were trying to go, but there were some points where you're just like, fucking really?
Do you mean every movie ever?
No.
Yeah.
No, there are some movies where you're just like, and it's when you get out of the movie afterwards, you're just like, you've escaped from the dark space, no longer having the whole thing around you and fantastic audio power unleashed upon you, without the effect of having everyone else in that moment with you, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, that movie sucked. But when you're in it, you're just like,
So Warden finishes sketching a map of the basin, and makes a mark for that floating rock in the distance.
nice, nice. The map expands.
What?
I saw my opportunity, and the DM indulged me.
So now what?
Keep climbing.
I mean, yeah. Our options are where we came from or up.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So
Continuing forward.
you climb the last 100 steps to the top, and you emerge from this 15-foot-ish, I guess, wide staircase onto a flat plateau and up to a decrepit wooden gateway. It's almost a gateway. You can see iron bars hanging from hinges on the bottom, and the wood on the that must have once stood here holding this gateway together, like the doors themselves, have mostly rotted away. And
It's been a bit.
in place of the doors, as you look, it takes you a couple of moments to understand that what you're looking at in this gateway is a heap of sun-bleached human skulls.
Like they've been gathered delicately and placed in this wonderful pile.
Mhm.
That's lovely. Artwork for when we arrive.
Are there any
I
that
give
are
it a
like?
solid C minus.
Are there any skulls in there that are like non-human? Or are they all distinctly human?
Do any of the skulls have pointed ears?
Yeah, the skulls
Skulls
totally
don't-
have ears.
They must not teach you how anatomy works in West Virginia.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first thing they don't teach us.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ouch.
Some of them are of differing sizes, and some of the bones are heavier than others. You could make a nature or a medicine check to see if you can tell in more detail the races of the skulls if you want.
It's like a medicine check.
It's a plus eight.
As you could tell from looking before, some of them are heavier than others as far as the density of the bone, and there are a few of varying sizes here, but they seem to at least be predominantly human.
Okay.
Woof.
So, are we taking this as ominous, or are we taking this as just another jungle thing?
Well, depending on your point of view, I know
Hey,
most
Papa
of us are
Ducky.
here breathing a
How much-
sigh of relief.
Playing the D&D.
Yeah.
We're doing the D of the D things.
So the gateway is still there,
Apparently we
but
found a
the
gateway of
gate
skulls.
that this gateway was attached
And I've got
to
an itch on the back of my
in
neck.
places is
Double
just
knot.
sort of has fallen and rotted in. So you can if you kind of look around the gateway,
What's up
or-
with you, Papa Ducky?
well, those of you who are tall enough to see over the heap of skulls, which is about 4 feet high, can see there's well, they used to be houses, probably, piles of
And their
thatch,
meat-
which has become compost,
Skulls.
Um,
That's what's good. Lots and lots of skulls.
and
All the skulls.
what looks to be,
How's yours?
a completely deserted town or city, I guess. It used to be.
We just came back from break, and there's skulls everywhere. Skulls over there. Skulls over there. Skulls over
There
there.
are a couple of
And our
stone
paladin
foundations.
was wondering if any of them had
but
ears.
most of this is just
I'm a kitty. That would be
debris.
steak. Steak is the kobold.
Hey, Jills.
Yeah.
Is there anything on my gator?
Show me the thing again.
It was half a mile of this one.
I think you killed
I see.
calf.
Player butthole gator.
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
The lovely sound of Orko clippy clips.
Suppose I have popcorn.
Popcorn. The ears.
And I'm up with coffee.
Coffee.
Wait, are you really liking the
Maybe
pointed
it's
ears
only
steak,
fireworks.
or are you liking
Nice.
the kobold?
The kobold.
Okay.
I'm liking the kobold so far.
How are you doing tonight, Mama Kitty? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? What's been up? What's been going on? Tell me about your life, about your day. Do not get stuck in this accent, considering my character has a Australian accent. If I get stuck in this, I'm just gonna be some
What do you
weird
guys want to do?
Cagney yordle out in the
I
jungle.
mean, I haven't seen over the skull pile yet, so I don't know what else is in there.
That's true. You're staring at a pile of skulls. What do you do?
Well, none of them are, kobold, so I'm like,
Is this
How
Bala?
good is the craftsmanship on the skull pile?
did you seriously just ask about the craftsmanship of a pile of
He's a
skulls?
barbarian, of course he did.
Are you gonna lick one and see if it's actual bone?
Don't test me.
Yeah, don't tempt him.
By all means.
So you're like going up to check it out?
Check
I'll
it out.
inspect Yeah, sure.
Okay. Give me investigation.
Oh, investigate. Okay.
So how is that going? Are you
Um,
going pretty far?
okay,
You're halfway
so-
there. Did you just
It's-
start?
The integrity of the pile itself is pretty okay. As you
We're
look
always gonna test that
more
little guy.
closely, these skulls have been gnawed on.
Hmm.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn it, Finkelknob. Keep them out of your mouth.
Wow. Messed up.
All right. So I'm gonna relay that to the rest of the group.
Okay.
That whatever is piling up these skulls in a nice piles is also chewing on them.
Lovely.
That sounds entertaining.
Does it look like teeth bite marks or beak bite marks?
Want me to roll nature?
Sure.
The corgi bite marks.
Carnivorous corgis.
It's difficult to be sure.
And then you think.
But it looks like multiple teeth
Okay.
as opposed to like large beaky knobs. It's
Okay.
like toothy nibbles.
Toothy nibbles.
Oh.
So something.
Am I
with
related
alpha
to
D
Toothy
ages.
Nibbles, the gnome?
Of course you are.
Not when I have a hot beverage in my mouth, Cube.
I just gotta say, it's horrible for you to ask if you're related to your grandma like that. Fecked up.
Finkelknob's last name is Nibbles, confirmed.
Fickle Knob was the last name.
Finkel Knob.
Finkel Knob is the whole name.
Dear.
Oh no. I'm still trying to
Does
figure
it
out
look
the
like our
quests, but
fastest
so far
path
looking good.
towards, like,
Good. For
is
me,
it
maps
finishing
is
the
kind of like the hardest
through
part to
town
get
or
down.
around it?
If your goal is to
Why
go
are you
where?
trying to hold it in, Ducky? You
Towards
just gotta
the wise
let it
guardian
loose,
level,
let it flow, let it ring from the office
well-
walls.
The plateau that you're standing on is kind of it ends like at a certain point, so you could walk across town, but you're gonna have to come back down at some point. And whether there's another path like that on the way back or like at the back, you'd have to go and check.
Hey guys,
Nobody likes
I
coming
was
down.
just checking our rumors.
Rumor
Perch
has it-
atop a plateau overlooking the Aldani Basin is a ghost village. All of the people there disappeared. No one knows why. You
Well,
can
we know
Well, I
why
think
now.
we just figured out why.
Yeah, we just found. I think Mbala is that ghost village.
You hear Keeper and Warden, you hear singing in the distance.
Like creepy children singing or like pretty lady singing?
Hey, as
Um,
an alternative, I'm just going to put out it might be the rock singing for a young girl.
Or is it like cultish chanting?
It's not chanting.
What is Dwayne Johnson doing here?
It's singing.
Adventuring.
It sounds like a single, high female voice.
Like me singing.
Oh, this is not. This is setting off a couple of red flags. I don't hear it, but it's setting off a couple of red flags.
She sounds pleasant, and I go around I head into town.
Oh, he's lost.
Oh no.
She sounds like a witch.
What? Who's she? Why
Don't
do
you
you
ever
keep
play
saying
Left 4
she?
Dead?
Where
Don't
did he
disturb
go?
the witch.
What? Wait.
Only if you can crown
So
her.
you walk toward
What?
into town,
Shit.
and the singing gets louder. The only still intact structure that you see is about 1,000 yards southwest of the gate. You see a lone hut on the edge of a field of boulders. It's made from animal hide that's stretched over a huge rib cage,
Oh.
and that's the direction the singing is coming from.
I follow
I'm
after
gonna start
him.
following Warden just because he's just like, oh, that sounds nice, and then walks away without any of us hearing anything else. So
He just grandpa'd off.
Warden and Keeper both said she, and I'm like, what the
There is-
and just go after him.
There is some singing beyond your guard.
I'm going to try.
The rest of you can hear the
and,
singing as you follow.
okay.
Oh boy.
Uh,
It's a Chultan children's song, for those of you who know Chultan.
Oh no.
I'm gonna try and keep a low profile.
What
You're 7'6".
song
How does that work?
say?
I am one with nature,
It says
and I'd like to use my DM's advantage on that one,
Okay,
or inspiration.
yeah.
I would like to know which song it is, because if it's basically a person very slowly singing a children's rhyme, that's how the start of most horror games are, and I'm not here for this.
Clang, clang, go the chains.
If this ends up being like Resident Evil 7 starting with Don't Tell, I'm gonna just...
So
It's
you have asked in the past if I've been doing anything creepy. As we're walking along, some of the shadows are literally being pulled towards me and just kind of gathering around,
okay.
like almost as if
Congratulations.
Hey, for
A
what it's
protective
worth,
Being the
effect.
second least creepy
I
death.
think you're actually being out creepy
Gross.
here. So, I mean...
yeah, but literally it's a case of I'm pulling in the shadows, messing with my armor class at this point in time.
since
It's kind of a weird dialect. You hear something about picking flowers, and dancing children, and
Piles of skulls.
listen to your mother. Something, like the words sound strange.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's all I was
I wasn't-
thinking, honestly.
I'm gonna like do that weird hum singing thing that people do when they're like trying to sing along with the song, but they keep forgetting words.
Hmm.
To just kind of say what it's saying. It's not that creepy. It's just a little random.
Those of you who
Mysterious
speak Chultan, roll history for me, just for shits and grins.
I'm not grinning. This is a nervous grin.
Yeah, this doesn't sound familiar to you.
I miss my positive intelligence.
Okay. Please don't do me wrong. You did me wrong.
Yeah, you don't recognize
You
it either.
still rolled better than I did.
No, you rolled better than they did, but the modifiers were in their favor and not yours. Anyways, so yeah, you guys.
Send the message.
It's a weird
Not high
dialect of
feminist.
Chultan. It sounds like archaic, but it's a some kind of nursery rhyme. Yeah, it's like Ring Around the Rosie.
This sounds bad. Like you hear that spooky story that they tell you to get you in bed, and it looks like it might have came true. This thing's gonna eat us all and steal our shells.
I mean,
Is everybody else trying to be sneaky, or are you just chatting about the song at regular volume?
I'm just walking along. Why do any sort of sneaky thing?
Okay.
I'm not doing anything sneaky.
Okay.
I mean, if more people aren't being sneaky, I don't think me being sneaky is gonna make that much of a difference.
Just a
Okay.
small clanging thing. Clang, 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 clang.
Hey, Ducky.
All right.
Ducky,
So-
ducky.
This is probably gonna get very bad very quickly.
Well, at least you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
though.
Absolutely.
You know,
Are you
very
still walking
positive.
towards the hut?
I'm walking around the hut.
Around the hut? Okay.
I'm gonna get up
I'm
on
just-
the porch and like knock.
I'm staying
my
next
claw
to
just
Warden
kinda-
So
for this.
before you get up to the hut itself, a creature shuffles around the side of the hut, hunched over, dressed in brown, and as she stands,
You're not gonna listen to like
She
weird
stops
kid music,
singing,
are you, Mama?
and you notice
Like, are you gonna
um,
do like regular
it's an old
music, or are you gonna sing like
woman,
listen to little
like,
kids
bent
singing
completely
weird
over,
rhymes, like
who
Freddy
straightens
Krueger shit.
herself with effort, and she's wearing a necklace of bones with a skull at the front, and she says, "Visitors for dinner."
That's your problem, you
Uh,
old lady. Is if you didn't wear that heavy ass necklace, you wouldn't have to stand like that.
Is she within?
Oh,
60
nice.
Is she within 60 feet of us?
About 60 feet away.
Okay. If she's within 60 feet, I'm gonna pop a divine sense.
Okay.
Can I pop a common sense?
I want to know exactly what we're dealing with. Is what I'm going for.
This is a myth game. Neither one of those exist.
Okay.
Nice.
Your celestial fiend or undead sense doesn't pop. And
Technically,
something
they're not.
something smells off. But I wouldn't say, it smells like someone's left eggs out for 2 weeks or anything.
Sorry,
But it smells a little unpleasant.
I gotta ask there,
Oh, that's bad.
Grandma Mojo, like, for dinner you said, like, you're gonna eat us, or you're gonna serve us dinner?
It would be very rude to eat guests for dinner, Sonny.
I don't know. No one's there to tell you. Is it really rude?
No one has visited Nanny Poo Poo in a long time.
Really, Jills?
Okay. That's probably their name as written too.
Really, Jills?
Huh.
Nani?
Mommy?
You my mummy?
God.
Alright, well, if no one's been around for a while, do you really have enough food to feed us all? Like, the skinny one can put it away, trust me. Can eat more than me some days.
A wily old woman like me doesn't survive in the jungle without the ability to trap things, and I have friends who bring me dinner sometimes. As she says this, from a tree, a flying monkey comes out of the tree and lands on the woman's shoulder.
I want to douse her in water, and all of a sudden...
Shit, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Just don't question the pig hole. Steak with those well-timed quotes again. Does your friend have a name?
Sabu.
Oh god.
That blank look as Jill's goes.
Is that or Steve?
Zabu and Mafu.
Zabu. Is that with a Z or was that with an S?
Is that Chilton for something?
I thought it was taboo.
No, it's
Kwabu?
it's an S and a Z.
Zabu. Okay. He's real pretty. Does he bring you food?
Sometimes when he has to spare.
Okay.
Nanny Poo Poo makes friends.
Yeah, I bet you do.
And talks
Like
about herself in the
Nanny
third
the
person.
dog.
Please tell me we just
Was
hear
that in
random little
character?
Third person.
third person.
The comment about in third person? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, is there...
That's a red flag.
Since there's so many of us, is there any way we can help you get food for enough of us?
If some of you would like to help dig out roots from the garden for dinner before we eat, that would be helpful. Nanny's knees are old.
I thought she said
She
nanny
kind of bends
sneeze.
back over.
I elbow Warden.
I'm hidden. I'm hiding. I'm not here.
I don't blame you.
I, for one, think that
Actually-
the idea that she would like to feed us is great, and we should totally take her up on her fantastic offer.
What brings such a spry group of young adventuring types to Mbala?
I take a moment and I literally do this. Hands on hips, look off to one side. Adventuring!
Do
Oh,
you
God.
have some
Steve,
sort
go
of
back down.
urgent quest? Younglings like you usually do.
Always and forever.
Now I just want to watch my hero. Kitties.
We can talk about it over dinner, I'm sure.
Let us help you with your roots.
Okay.
Daishan, you're so
sure.
creepy.
Come along. She shows you to the garden where there are carrots and potatoes and tomato plants and other weird Chultan things that don't seem at all like normal vegetables. And she shows you where the rows are and says, "Just be careful not to step on the plants, dearies."
I got this.
Mama Kitty's yelling at you in my chat, Daishan.
You're using Mage Hand to pick the vegetables, aren't you?
She says, don't step on the plants. What better way
Okay.
than to not go out there?
I'm just gonna carry
I'm avoiding stepping on the plants by not going near them.
their
Actually,
ferns.
that is something that I wanted to ask. The two people that hid, did she acknowledge either of us?
You both had your stealth rolls, and
18 and a 16 for them.
20. Because I used
Oh, you
my
get advantage.
I used my advantage.
she doesn't seem to have seen you, at least as far as you can tell. Like, she didn't make direct eye contact with either of you.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm hanging back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're just gonna gather whatever veggies.
You're gathering vegetables.
That
She goes inside
I'm
and
just gonna
says,
keep an eye on her.
"When, when you've gotten the vegetables for the soup, just bring them inside, dears. Um, Nanny will make a nice stew. And she's got something bubbling in the kitchen in a large black iron pot.
Nanny
And
Poo Poo makes stew.
Can I try? Can I position myself so that I can see the entrance to the hut?
there are some trees and some over like undergrowth, and your stealth roll was pretty good. You can probably see some ways into the hut, sure.
Okay. As long as I
You
can
may
see
not
the
see
entrance.
perfectly into the kitchen, but you can see the door.
Okay.
So she's stirring something boiling in the pot and like peeling and like preparing and dressing like some small lizards and birds, like to get their their meat and put it in this soup she's making. What are the rest of you doing?
Totally not being paranoid and just not totally watching her the entire time. Like, what are you actually? Totally not doing that.
Okay, Dobby, you say so.
You
How good's your sense of smell? Do you know what people meat cooking smells like?
I know what my divine sense told me, which was enough.
you have very sharp eyes, young one.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't being subtle about it.
All the better to see you
That's-
with.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've come across someone that hasn't tried to kill us or recruit us for an army. So
It's been like 4 days.
shush.
You've
It's been a while.
spent a long time climbing the Tepui. What did you come here for?
Excuse me.
Nanny Poo Poo on top of the tapui.
Well,
Oh, is this that
Excuse
homebrew
me?
content?
No.
We've killed Hobble.
When the DM tailors the content to their party's sense of humor.
God, why did we come up here? That's
Who
actually a good.
knows?
Wait, did we? Is this more of a mound? Is this
Yeah,
like Tapupu Mound or just like Tapupu Plateau?
It's the poo poo platter.
No, it's Nanny Poo Poo. It's Tepu.
Nanny Poo Poo is making a poo poo platter on top of the plateau.
Well, if you don't know what made you make the long climb to Umbala, you must know what has you in the so deep in the jungle. What did you come here for?
The fun and games.
We were given a map, and we were trying to see where some of these rivers went, in the hopes that it would take us deeper into the jungle.
Wait a minute. This is out of character. Guys, did we literally send the one who is not supposed to lie in
Why
with
do
the
you think
woman?
I'm choosing my words so carefully.
He's very much omitting
Wait.
truths.
Since when can't paladins lie?
My
He's a
God,
paladin of the
literally-
god of truth.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Okay.
I didn't follow them in. I was just watching them from outside. They came back out.
Just look at-
So
oh, he's
I'm-
an idiot.
One of y'all can, step in at any time. I'm not exactly away from the group.
I'm pulling up roots from the garden using Mage Hand.
And I'm holding the ones that he drops in my arms, so,
Y'all are.
Just
What's
you know,
Finkelknob up to?
they all come with special sounds.
I think
Every
I'm
time it comes
watching
out,
this
you
train
hear?
wreck.
And when it drops at your
Oh, God.
It's like a
Okay.
it's like a demonic claw game.
Well, I mean,
except better because
You actually get to keep the
and grip.
prize.
Oh, I should show you what this chick looks like, by the way.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Is it Yzma? Is it? Bet you weren't expecting. Ah! Oh god! This pulls out a knife.
Pull the lever.
Really,
who
the
I'm
question is,
imagining.
does she look like the Spanish Inquisition? Because I wasn't expecting that.
Oh my god!
Boo.
I feel like I've been doing good with the telling enough, but not really answering questions, right?
We've had two
Sure,
campaigns,
totally.
full two
You should be a
episodes
politician.
full of shit.
And if you wake up tomorrow and realize that you can't reach your spells, well,
I know
it's
why.
time to look deep.
Yeah.
Think on that, but I just have to say, that was uncalled for. That was truly horrible. thing
Last
to say
one,
to Celeste. He's trying to
And
do
I
This
just
is
freaking
mostly
clicked
full
out
of
of
shit.
20 again.
Now,
Nailed it.
Oh my god.
Nope, there he goes. Bye, stick.
Hi, Stick.
Bye, Stick. Hi, Stick.
Can I throw out a suggestion for you, lad? If you need to get into one of your favorites and you keep clicking on that X, how about you stop going for the favorites on that window? Open a new tab, drag it off to the side, do it there.
There you go.
Oh, she looks trustworthy.
That's what she looks like.
Oh my god, that is actually the name as written.
Where is this image?
no.
In
In the
Discord.
chat.
Ah!
Hello? Did she drop something?
Hello.
Did the kettle fall over? Hello?
So,
You know, it's great. This proves that she didn't make up the name,
Yeah, it really does.
and it also makes me feel rather uncomfortable as I say, yeah, sure, I'll eat what you're raking.
No.
so
About those nibbly teeth earlier on, did you happen to know what species they came from? Oh, did you tell anyone that people had nibbled instead of birds?
Papa.
No. Okay.
so
God.
you say you were hoping the rivers would take you farther into the jungle, and she says, why would anyone want to go farther into the jungle? It's a wild place out there. I've lived here long enough to be prepared for what happens here, but you seem too young to really be interested in the depths of the jungle, or even fully prepared. It seems like a dangerous place for such a small lizard boy.
Yeah, it's had a couple
you're a little
turns that we haven't been expecting, but we've got reasons to go deeper. And in Cholton, I'm gonna say, if you know what I mean.
She turns her head and says, and replies to you in Cholton and says, a native small lizard boy. How
Whoa.
interesting.
She's gonna have you changing her pool soon. Getting the Snickers out of it.
Oh, boy.
But when she speaks Cholton,
It's kind of like a different accent.
yeah, her accent is weird.
Okay, that's fair.
She's got Bayou accent. Bayou poo.
No, I'm trying to disperse the conversation as quickly as possible. I don't think it's working.
Nope.
What do you think? I just prolonged it, but whatever.
You're just digging yourself deeper in that poo-poo hole.
Where do you come from? She asks in Cholton.
Well, I guess this conversation's in Cholton now. So.
Yep.
All right.
Which
The
means
south.
I don't
I'm
understand.
not sure exactly where, but one of the mountain ranges in the south.
A long way from home. You still have me wondering, why come to Umbala? Where are you headed? Nanny Poo Poo sees you hesitating. Just tell
I
me
know.
the
That's what I'm.
truth.
Nanny poo-poo.
Why are you people letting me have this conversation?
You're the
Because
one who
we're
wandered
enjoying
off.
it.
Someone interrupt, for the love of God. Could to get us all killed.
Acting.
Numbers
Nanny
have I
Poo Poo
gone and
might know
collected?
the answer to your questions if you asked them.
Nanny Poo Poo, you creep me out.
Alright.
Nanny Poo Poo might be malaligned by our
Oh,
our
right.
friends.
The two furbolgs are hiding, so they don't know, right? As far as we're
I
aware.
was pointing out, you guys keep telling me that I am evil and shadowy all the time, and you're wrong. So you might be wrong about Nanny Poo Poo too.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all. This might be a bad decision, but we're told there's an area west of here that was worth checking out. Something about a guardian.
Way out west.
Don't interrupt me if you don't want me saying more. Actually, it's in Chilton, so only one person knows what I'm saying.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm behind the hut. I don't think I can really hear you.
I mean, I didn't stray from the group, so.
You followed her inside, didn't you?
You said you wanted to follow her inside to keep
No,
an eye
I said
on
I
her.
wanted to keep an eye on her while she's inside. I wasn't intending to actually follow her.
You should have made that clear, like, before you started talking to her.
I guess I'm inside then.
Enunciate.
Yeah.
You're yelling at her through the window.
Granny
Nah.
Poo Poo!
Inside makes more sense, and it makes this that much more bad for me. But let's go.
Yeah, he's in the murder house.
She says, "You're going to see the Guardian at the She says a word that you don't know. And then like sort of, she's like thinking, and she like shakes her head. Ziggurat. You're going to the ziggurat.
Hold on, I need
to the west.
Yeah, hold on. Just bear with me for a second. I'm totally not looking up how to spell that.
It's done. What?
Is that seriously it?
Ziggurat.
Zed.
That.
I'm sorry, I'm from a civilized country?
With cigarettes.
There we go. Okay.
Zedarot.
Hold on. Guardian.
Kakarot?
Kakarot.
I was at a red light behind this minivan and the kids were watching Dragon Ball Z. Just see Kakarot yelling on screen and then suddenly a Kamehameha.
Did you have questions for the Guardian? Maybe Nanny Poo Poo can save you some time. It's a long walk to Orlanga.
How did she know we were going to Dungalunga?
She apparently knows where the Guardian is, because I didn't mention that place.
Little Nanny
I
Poo Poo has limited telepathy.
I personally haven't thought about it yet, but maybe someone in my group does? I'm not sure. I can't read their minds.
Back out of the hut.
I'm working on that. Actually, is there anything interesting inside while I'm inside?
Inside while I'm inside.
How many human skeletons?
That's ideally.
You see, there are a couple more flying monkeys sleeping in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda cute. I don't need one. They're kinda cute.
You see, it's kind of dark and a little bit run down, but relatively neat. She's got a cook pot. She's got a little like bedroll in the corner, and an old broom. Nothing that stands out as super weird to you, except for like 3 or 4 flying monkeys, like that are sleeping.
Is the one still on her shoulder?
Generally cute. Yeah, he's just hanging out, eating fruit.
Where'd you find your friend?
They're from the jungle. You've never seen the flying monkeys before? As a native of Jolt,
would I have?
you
Because again, mountains.
yeah.
That's kind of why.
I mean, she's from the jungle, so as far as you know, the flying monkeys are like just regular, normal things for her.
Have we gathered enough plants?
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have
Thank
collected plenty
God.
of vegetables.
Okay, we come off in. Put the
Okay.
plants down on the counter.
Okay. She starts taking water from a bucket and like washing the vegetables and peeling them and putting them into the soup that's boiling in her large round iron pot over the fire under the chimney.
And while she's asking, I turn around and like, look, I don't mean to bring up bad memories, but we couldn't help but notice on the way in here there is a pile of skulls.
She looks kind of mournful and she says, once this place was full of life, and since the kingdom of Umbala fell, many of my friends have died.
If you don't want me asking, what happened?
Well, on the south side of the Tepui is a cave filled with terrorfolk, and many were killed by them. You want insight if you're trying to see if you believe her.
Is she feed me a line?
All I've got
Yeah.
is command, so I mean I can't
You
really
want
help you very much. The actual useful
insight.
person's hiding.
That's the roll you want for that.
I'm
So
going
you
to burn
don't
my
have circle of
inspiration to
truth?
take advantage on
Okay.
that.
No,
Uh-huh.
I think that's second level even if I did.
Well, I fell for it. I mean, I don't know that there's anything to fall for, but
Actually,
I
I've got
obviously
reason
believe
to
everything she's
want to
gonna say.
insight her. Wouldn't you say?
Insight her.
So
Oh boy.
I would like reason to think, reason to want to, reason
You
to
can-
justify checking is what I'm looking for.
You can see if you believe her,
I'm going
because
to.
you sort of distrust her in general. Okay, so
Better.
Shaggy believes what she's saying is the truth. Steak, Araj is like it doesn't ring true to you. Like it might be partially true.
She's doing exactly what I was doing the entire previous conversation. Which is saying just enough of the truth, but maybe not everything.
Mhm.
Okay. I really wish I was debating on bringing detect poison today. I really wish I did.
Is that where all them skulls came from? I don't stop chopping vegetables while I ask that.
She says, are you speaking in Chultan to her as well?
Yeah, I heard her talking to Midgemong in Chultan, so I said it too.
Okay.
Awesome. So I have no idea what's being said now.
Neither.
So she responds to you in Chultan and says, the beasts haven't come for me. I'm too old and stringy and wily for them, but sometimes they kill my pets. And she sort of scritches the monkey. I hate them. You're adventurers. You're brave and strong. Would you kill them for me?
I switch back to the comment. What beast do you speak of? Can you what beast do you speak of? Can you at least explain it to us, like what it looks like? Have you seen it?
You don't know the terror folk with their long long wings and their claws and their beaks and their pointy heads and their swoop and dive.
Pyramid head? Wings? Do I know anything about terror folk? Like, do I
mean, we
recall
saw
anything
some
from a
last
kid?
night.
I
So-
think we did.
Did I even see them? I was in a bush for half of that.
That's actually fair.
You didn't see them last night, but when she describes the terror folk to you, you're familiar with them.
Oh crap! I forgot to see if we caught anything last time. Rip. Uh,
Well, the traps should still be there, right?
right, Pondo? What is with you in that pig hole quote?
I don't know. It came up like 4 times.
Steak is in the pig hole.
Nanny
Nick just
Poo Poo
really
would
wants
be
to tell
very
us about his
relieved
pig
if
hole.
if you strong and brave young adventurers would get rid of the terror folk in their cave on the Tapui.
So the Terrafolk ate the people
She nods.
and then piled up their skulls.
She sort of turns her head and says, I'm only one person. I can't bury everyone.
Ooh.
Um,
So
The
how
wrong
exactly?
words,
Wait,
and I've said nothing but wrong words, but that's the wrong words.
if the terrors eat the people and they haven't eaten you because you're wily nanny, how exactly are you getting the skulls again?
They dropped them back here. I think they're taunting me.
So you're living in the. Never mind. What do you say, guys? Do we want to do this, or do we just want to eat vegetables and go?
I'm too old. Where would I go?
With the monkeys?
Rebel here. Camp Vengeance? Camp Righteous? Okay, maybe not Camp Righteous. Get like see if they'll give you an escort up to the port Nyanzaru. I mean, get out. There's only going to be so far before the creatures decide you may be wiry, but they want the food.
I'm just gonna mutter something very quietly under my breath in Draconic real quick.
Okay.
It,
Do you say something in particular?
if anyone understands it, that's what I'm looking for. Someone who understands it. I'm just kind of putting it out there. It's basically like kind of quietly. It's like anyone speak this, something along that line. Just something to see if anyone speaks Draconic in the group.
Not I.
Nanny Poo Poo looks at you with a sharp eye.
Oh God.
Knew it.
Oh fuck. Okay.
All the languages.
Okay. That's.
Huh. Well then.
I turned to look at him like, are you alright? It sounded like you had something in your throat.
Bring with her.
Just curious about something.
She
Okay.
says in Chultan, the small lizard is a strange boy. Nanny
Yep.
Poo Poo doesn't understand him. No, no.
Join in the boat, neither do the rest of us. I said that in comment. They only got half that conversation.
You're so she serves out the soup after it's ready into bowls.
Okay, what's that?
She
Is
doesn't
that
have she
better?
doesn't have a table
I
large
should be
enough.
About the same as them now. Sorry, guys. I was supposed to be muted.
It's okay. It's fine. She doesn't have a table large enough to seat all 5 of you, but she does give you all the 4 of you that are in the. Is it 4 or 3? It's 4.
I'm in there. So
The 4 of you that are in there, she gives you all bowls of soup and says, it says that you should start eating. And she has these like flat little pieces of bread that she serves you with the soup. It's okay too, like it doesn't taste bad.
I want to move outside
But-
to eat this because it's kind of cramped in here.
Okay. She asks those of you who remain inside, she says, Your scaly friend has told me that you go to seek the guardian at the, and then she says that word that he didn't understand again, and then she taps her head and says, the ziggurat. What questions do you have? Nanny Poo Poo has lots of knowledge. Nanny Poo Poo knows many things.
Any poo poo's gonna give
Wait, you
herself a
have to
crick in
ask
the neck
the-
if she keeps doing that.
The Guardian questions. You mean it's actually someone you talk to? I thought it was a statue.
She chuckles and says, "The Guardian is very wise. People travel a long distance to seek her wisdom and guidance."
That sounds pretty lovely. I have a couple of questions maybe worth asking. Nice. I mean, hi. Sorry. More sweet.
Somewhere off on the plateau, Warden is contentedly eating berries.
Uh-huh.
Warden's own berries? Yikes,
Oh.
no wonder you wanted to hid.
Ooh.
I also asked if you'll go and clean out the nest of terrorfolk for Nanny. Maybe we can trade some information. You and Nanny. If I know the information you need and you get rid of my leathery, she flaps her arms, problem,
Bingo wings.
maybe I can give you information.
Love information. Would you happen to know anything about the area? Help us fill in our map.
The little monkeys tell me all about the forest.
I'm not sure
I've-
if monkeys are really a good cartography tool.
They've helped Nanny for a long time.
Oh, I'm sure they're very helpful, but I'm not sure they're very detail oriented. Like 50 paces west, you find a tree. 75 paces east, you find a hole. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. The kind of things that stop you from, stepping off a cliff, for example.
They tell Nanny about the dead things in the forest.
I'm sorry, they do what?
Oh fuck! Here we go again.
Oh my god, it's like deja vu. It's entire campaigns based around zombies in the forest or something.
Wait, let me see if I get this straight. You actually can talk to the monkeys, and they talk back.
She nods.
That's a bloody wonderful gift.
Then
isn't it?
she speaks to the monkey and like scritches it in a, I don't know if you guys speak Sylvan. She's speaking Sylvan to the monkeys.
I
Gee, if only our people that spoke Sylvan were in here.
I spoke Elven, so that doesn't count.
Nope.
Gonna take Elvin instead of Dalton, but you know.
Question: since I spent so much time with Warden, do I recognize it as Sylvan?
You recognize it as what Warden uses to talk to animals.
Okay.
Whether you know
enough.
that's called Sylvan,
Enough. I'll take that as enough. So. It's about nighttime now, right? Or
It's-
dusk?
no, it's early afternoon.
Okay.
I have speak with small beasts. Am I able to kind of infer what she's telling?
Mm, I don't think does. Okay, your ability, show it to me. I don't want to be unfair. Like, can you understand the beasts back, or do they just understand you?
You can communicate simple ideas with small beasts.
You can communicate, which is involves a two-way thing. And the monkeys are small. So you kind of understand. She said something like, "You're a good boy, aren't you?" to the monkey.
Okay.
Just like she was like scritching it between
Gotcha.
its little eyes and just, "Yeah, you're a good boy, aren't you?"
See,
And
she's
the-
good to animals. She's obviously a very nice person.
I'm outside studying the monkeys that have congregated around this house.
Mhm.
Not going to out a game. Sounds like you just got a fucking idea.
I'll leave it for later.
Bullshit. It's easy for you to say. Um. I might actually start trying to talk to some of them if any of them look intelligent enough.
So you show yourself to the animals?
Good point. Good point.
Would you be able to send out one of your little cuties on feathers to find some, if we agree to do this, immediate retcon?
Find some immediate retcon? What?
Like,
Yeah, what?
if we agree to
What?
do this, to help you with your pyramid heads, you send one out, comes back, and tells us what he's seen.
Oh, recon.
Recon.
What did I say?
Retcon.
Retcon.
Retcon is when you're like, can I take that back and do a different thing instead?
Can I take that back and say a different thing instead?
Can you retcon to recon?
Mm-hmm. That.
Can we retcon the fog of war on the map?
In my head.
Cack.
The terror folk eat my monkeys.
If they
they're
catch them.
They're not very sneaky. Have you heard them? They're loud.
Oh, that was them. I thought that was just regular monkeys. I didn't realize it was the flying ones. We heard monkeys in the night.
The ones that aren't sleeping are like hooting.
Oh, the one on our shoulder seems very calm and quiet. He isn't.
Yes, he's stuffing fruit into his mouth.
That has never stopped a monkey in his life. Do you have any?
Chills.
Hold on, Ivan. Anyone else got any suggestions?
While Warden's sitting there, I think he's
Uh-huh.
going to close his eyes and kind of
Yep.
listen to the lay of the land.
Okay.
I would like to use a little bit of that primeval awareness.
Show it to me. There we go. Expend a sense. Da-da-da. Yep. Okay. In the 6 miles around you, you sense undead and fae.
That's what I thought. Okay.
They did.
Not for nothing. This primeval
Little
awareness
fist pump.
in your favorite terrain really seems detrimental.
Mm-hmm.
It's either 60 feet or 6 miles.
It's 1 mile or 6
1
miles.
mile. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's
Hey.
the
But I
60-foot one.
It seems incredibly negative.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
But-
Warden,
Hmm?
what should we do? They haven't come out yet.
Kind of peek up and look. No fighting. Let the one hasn't gone all blast yet. I think we're okay.
Called out.
Should we?
Wait, which little one are you referring to here?
I'm
Yes.
Fawn. You
The
are.
only
I know.
blasty one. There's only one little one that's blasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other one
one's
is
swingy.
Yeah.
Swingy and stabby.
Swingy and blasty.
And punchy, I guess. Although it's more claw So,
But I'm also not little.
I mean, you are compared to him.
What do you think we should do?
I think
I-
we wait. We put faith in the others and see what happens.
Little
I have a
faith
strange
in
feeling
you.
your little one is biting off more than his mouth can chew.
It is a very small.
Agreed.
So,
I
as
honestly
as
thought
another
she was about to
character
say, they were about to say,
question,
the little one is string cheese?
paladin here doesn't actually detect evil anymore.
That's
They have a
not
different variation.
obviously what she was gonna say, but I don't know
It
why
says
Evil-
strong
that's what my
evil
brain
is a
cobbled together that they
noxious
were gonna
odor.
say.
Divine sense. It says that strong evil is a noxious odor. I
Okay.
said it doesn't. It's not a strong noxious odor, but something smells off.
Detect evil itself is
You know,
still a
like
spell.
not
So-
like
Mm.
someone left a dozen eggs out for 3 days, but like someone may have funked up the bathroom a little bit.
Nani poo poo stinks. Got
It
it.
depends on what you've eaten, depending on if it's 3 days worth of eggs or not.
Cold or tough?
Either or.
Surprise me.
Alright, but the only reason I'm asking is because I don't know the tiers of smells, I guess, for evil. Is that like I shoplifted once in high school? Or is that I beat a baby upside the back of the head with a stick one time?
My
Is
guess
that I
is
ate 14 dozen villagers who had been dropped by the terror folk, and I'm not really evil, but I did eat their meat because I was starving. You get what I mean?
Is neutral with some leanings towards cannibalism.
yeah.
Well, you see, that's my question. Like, is that really the case? Like, because I don't think Steak understands the tiers of it either, unless I'm wrong.
I mean, this is the first time the odor things actually come up. I was expecting a solid yes, no, and got a maybe leaning towards. So I'm like, ew.
That's why I'm asking, because like you would know, you would have an understanding of the tiers, so to speak. Like you've been around a lot of people. That's why I say it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, are you thinking this is an evil person we need to deal with? If so, you've been remarkably civil.
Between the semi-evil from the divine sense and the actual line about what the terror folk are doing to a degree, I didn't exactly tell what was what. Enough's going on that's raised some red flags. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but it's something that isn't what's on the front. I know that much. And I would really like the cleric in here, but what can you do?
I don't have that spell memorized today. Sorry.
I don't either. That's the problem. This would have been over so much quicker if I had actually taken Detect Good and Evil like I wanted to when I rested.
Oh, you didn't, so work with what you got.
I am. It's not going well.
I got a better idea. How about you roll with what we've got? Yes, she's puts you on ease, but that is the whole point of character.
Yeah, literally is a case of you determine your reaction to the information you've been given. Like for me, I haven't
Exactly.
seen anything to make me think that she's anything untoward, aside from the fact that you were like, something's off. But like, here we are grabbing veggies. She made us food. It was delicious. I like food. I even went back for seconds. You know what I mean?
And third,
It's just
Fourth.
not how she needs help. Sounds like a. I mean, admittedly, the fact she piled up the skulls over by the entranceway into the village, a little creepy, but every
Rocking
person
is the
sometimes
only
goes a bit
thing
creepy and
keeping
every
me
now and
awake. Yeah, rocking is the only thing keeping me awake. Yeah.
I'm honestly just waiting for a moment where I feel like I can have a
Go get 'em,
justifiable
Barry
reason
boy.
to leave because she's already really suspicious of me, too. So
Suspicious.
I'm just trying to get a moment where I can get outside because I have an idea of what I want to do. I just need to get outside somehow.
So just do like Hubble did. Hubble just said, "I'm going outside. It's a little crowded in here," and left.
I'm not smart enough to do that.
Is it what?
What?
No.
I don't think you're dumb enough not to do that. How about that?
No.
Just because I'm standing in the doorway now and leaning on the door jamb does not mean you can't be like, it's kind of crowded in here. I'm just gonna go walk back. Like, yeah, I don't think you're dumb enough not to do that.
All right. Anyway, y'all were talking to her. This is kind of taking a sidetrack.
I'm just listening from the doorway now. My soup bowl is empty.
Yeah, she basically she's just asked for your help and said she's not going to send her pet monkeys to go investigate because the terror folk eat monkeys for snacks. And so she's not cool with feeding her monkeys to the terror folk.
Be awful gamey. So are we helping her or are we not? What are we doing?
She seems like she needs help. The Terrafolk ate the villagers. I mean, 1 + 1 equals.
Uh.
2?
Random invisible cackle from somewhere in the garden.
Distant calf.
Distant calf. I still need that on a t-shirt.
Crap, did I just eat that?
Distant
I just
calf
ate that. Stop
noises.
putting weird shit in your mouth.
It's oddly appropriate for this place.
Considering, yes.
For this scene.
Well,
Anyway.
unless they got some treasure, I'm all fine of just going back to what we were doing.
You won't help, Nanny? How sad.
You're just gonna abandon a little old lady to get eaten by bloody flying lizards. Wow.
I mean, I don't get paid if we also get
wow.
eaten. I also don't
Well,
get
then
paid
let's
if any of
not
you
get
guys eaten.
So then let's not get eaten. Let's stop the monsters. Be hero.
Do a
Move along.
mistake.
I'm gonna look over to her and just like, would it be alright if we talk about this amongst ourselves for a moment?
Do as you must.
All right.
Nanny will wait.
I'm going to just start trying to push you two outside now. Or everyone that's inside, I'm gonna try to push outside to look.
I pushed him back.
Alright, well.
Alright, you
I
two,
mean, that's
and I just
fair.
grab him by the scruff and have to waddle sideways out the door.
I'm so sorry for this, Nanny. I'll be right back.
I set them down and stop near where I think Warden and Keeper are still standing.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal.
Because I don't know if they've moved or not, so I just kind of set them down.
Is Warden pretending to be a tree when we come out?
An invisible
He's
tree?
just kind of like chilling behind a hut. Honestly.
Well, I mean, I guess that's the thing. We wouldn't see you all because of I wouldn't see you all because of my passive. So
I'm not singling anyone.
So wait, is Nanny Poo Poo Hagrid and Warden is Buckbeak? Or would he be Harry?
What?
as someone that doesn't know Harry Potter, I'm also confused.
As someone
I
that
know
doesn't know Harry
that.
Potter, I'm
I'm
also
confused.
confused.
Yeah.
They're trying to
think
stealth
this is-
around.
This is a bad analogy because it insinuates that Warden's there simply to get killed.
I mean, they sneak him away.
And is their pet. I didn't know
Your
that
wizard's
Warden was
sticky.
Nanny Poo Poo's pet.
You
Good for
know,
him.
sometimes you just need a little Nanny Poo Poo on the side.
Mm,
Your reach was terribly broken.
That's
you
fine.
need to take that back. You need a retcon now.
please.
I'm sleepy.
That was reconned.
When we
Why
reconned
are
and
you-
found out that joke wouldn't work.
Why are you poking your nose with the USB?
Because I'm sleepy and it's entertaining.
Okay. We got a sleepy turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a USB?
Okay, but seriously, are we all together as a group now? Like
Seems like.
Burbogs and all.
Should be.
Really, Harry Rutabaga looks a little bit like Warden.
Hey.
I'm not sure if I should like be offended or not.
Would Warden be offended to be likened to a rutabaga?
Probably not.
A very
Probably
s-
Are
wouldn't,
rutabagas
like-
assholes?
A very sturdy? Very sturdy and
Are
stealthy
rutabagas
rutabaga.
assholes?
No,
Hang
they're
on.
vegetables.
Because these are the questions that we are addressing. Not,
Hang on.
you know.
Hang on.
Please tell me you're
Make
about to
me
Google
wish I
that.
would've put
No,
on my camera.
No, rutabagas are actually very nice.
Anyway.
Good down to earth plants.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Their
Well-
demeanor tends to be rooted in reality.
Oh.
So you were gonna help her
Well,
go kill the weird pterodactyls?
Little one is in one piece.
Yeah.
I suppose I owe you.
He actually did pretty good. He didn't tell a whole lot.
Something's off about this entire thing, though.
No shit, it's an old lady out in the middle of nowhere that managed to survive from weird death pterodactyls with a bunch of skulls around her and on her and finger bones or whatever the fuck is around her neck. And apparently they don't eat her because she's wily, even though she looks as crickety as that damn shack she lives in. Her soup's real good though.
Draconic.
You sound
She
very
was.
judgy. But she could literally just be an old lady who just doesn't go out during the daytime. Unless people come by her bloody house.
A general
She
old
may
lady.
not be what she seems.
Yeah.
She
A
speaks
general
Draconic.
old lady doesn't speak Draconic and whatever you two speak to animals.
To be
I don't
fair,
actually
she
know what
didn't
it
speak
is.
Draconic.
So she
No,
speaks
she
Draconic
does.
and Warden?
I mean,
Wait, what do you mean she speaks
What?
Draconic? When does she speak Draconic? Did I
I
miss
said
it?
something in there to see if anyone of y'all spoke it, and I'm pretty sure
When
she
you were
knew
clearing your
exactly.
throats?
Nonsense.
that
We
was-
all looked at you.
That was Draconic. I'm pretty sure she spoke that, judging by her reaction.
What do you mean spoken language we speak?
Whatever you all speak to talk to animals, she knows that too.
Hmm.
I don't know
when
what it is.
did she say that?
When she was talking to her monkey.
Okay.
Knew I should have asked one.
Hmm.
So she speaks Sylvan, Conic, Chultan, which
Did
obviously
we-
she lives in Chultan, and she speaks Common.
Yeah.
We did not agree to do anything for her yet, did we?
Little
No,
man
I
here
told
said
her we
we'd
would
come and
talk
talk
about
about it. Yep. He was on the ball.
Because
Hmm.
yeah, it was about to be a yes. And that's why I got us out of there.
It would be wise to be careful. If she's
Because now we're
as
gonna
I
stop helping people?
suspect, if she is as I suspect, she is going to be wily, as she says.
I mean, she is the
Okay.
same
How does
color as
that
Wile E.
curiosity-
Coyote.
Hold on a second.
What,
If
what,
she's as you suspect, based on what? We haven't even talked
what,
to her.
what do you suspect?
She speaks to the animals as we do. We are more fey in nature than other giants.
Maybe she's one of them druids.
Yeah. You know, that's a very valid point.
They usually speak with animals in their native tongue.
Mhm.
I wouldn't know. I've never actually met one.
My divine sense covers celestial, fiend, and undead, so Fae is entirely possible.
Mm,
I don't know if I know the specifics of that, but that was just me double checking it.
I took a moment and I feel undead and I feel fey.
The undead's kind of a given.
Warden, not for nothing, but no matter where we've been in the forest, you've been able to tell that there have been some of them feathers. You give me the impression that it goes out pretty fecking far.
Mm,
Yeah, and if the monkeys are
There could
also
be none
Fae,
on this plateau, and you'd still say that that you can detect
I
it.
am more connected here, yes.
and if the monkeys are some sort of Fae, won't you just attack them? A little red zits all over the place.
It's less of a map and more of a
Feeling.
feeling.
And I get this feeling I
Here's a
detected
question: Are there? I'm assuming there's still a
babies.
monkey or two around somewhere.
There are some monkeys outside, yeah.
Do we want to ask one?
Hey, you! Yes, you! The one with the pretty band over tail. Come here!
While
Come
this is
here,
going on, I'm
please.
actually going to cast Speak with Animals so I can understand what it's saying.
Okay. The monkey hangs upside down by its tail from the branch of a nearby tree and chatters at you.
You're not gonna chatter, Jills.
Nope.
Damn it.
Wait, but
Aw. Get Pondo in it.
wait. So
Pondo
does
can do some voice
Speak with
acting.
Animals not cover them?
Maybe he's just saying, yo, 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 what you want, son? You don't know that.
That's
That sounds like chatter.
Yeah, but okay,
These
so you
side
cast
monkeys.
Speak with Animals, and the monkey goes, compliments. Hi.
all right. Okay.
Its name compliments?
Ask away. I'll say what it's saying for you, so the conversation goes both ways. It says compliments and hi.
Is its name compliments?
Hi, you are very pretty one. Might I ask a question of you?
The monkey grins and says, "Questions? I'm listening." And it's like swinging back and forth by its tail from the tree branch.
He's listening.
Can Nanny understand what you tell her?
It's laughing.
Nanny's a little loopy, but she's nice to the monkeys. She gives us fruit. I like fruit.
Fruit.
Do you
fruit,
like
fruit.
fruit?
I'm just gonna start translating word for word because I'm not gonna repeat this, so that way I don't interrupt the roleplay.
Uh-huh. It's like looking all around. It's like very distracted, right?
Mm-hmm.
This monkey is like high.
Squirrel.
Fruit. Warden, please.
And I reach into my pocket and like pull out a hearty like fistful of berries and just like hold them up.
What do you mean, loopy? She.
The monkey reaches down above its head and takes like 3 berries each in its tiny hands, and it's like looking at the berries and it's so excited. This monkey is like, holy fucking berries, right? Because
Holy
most of
fucking
the stuff
berries.
on this plateau is dead.
Yeah.
So it's looking at these like bright shiny berries and says, and it like puts one in its mouth and it says, "Yeah, Nanny Poo Poo is crazy. She talks in circles and she stirs the pot and she can call and sound just like the animals. It's weird." And then it like puts the other 2 berries both in its mouth at the same time, and it's got like juice running up its fur while it hangs upside down.
I like this monkey. She speaks in circles. Well, she might actually be a druid. Or she could still be fae. I forget. A lot of nature spirits like to mimic.
What's she usually put in her pot?
Mm-hmm. Weed joke.
Yeah, not intentional, but it fits really well, actually.
What does she put in her pot? Well, birds, and it takes the other berry in its mouth and is rolling it around. This berry is really good. Birds and lizards and snakes and sometimes 2-leggers, or sometimes if someone brings her some of the big dinosaurs.
Hey, can we back up for a second? 2-leggers?
Like that one, and I point over to Shaggy.
The monkey nods and puts the other berries in its mouth.
Does she also put 2-leggers like me in there? Well, can one of you translate that?
Well,
Turtle soup.
Turtle soup. Does she also make turtle soup like me?
Turtle soup's great. It comes with its own bowl.
Did she put that in there today?
I'll translate that for him.
No, it's been a long time since she had any 2-leggers.
You're fine. Just for the record, if the answer was yes, I just wouldn't have responded to you.
Do you have any more berries? These are good.
you've been a very helpful monkey. And so pretty. Can I scratch under your chin?
Oh, please.
The 2-leggers
Oh,
she put in the
please.
pot, did she kill them, or did the Terra people do?
Translating.
I don't know.
It's a monkey. They just know what goes in. They don't know where it comes from.
I
Did
didn't
they-
I didn't watch them die.
Ever?
No.
I just heard Kane.
Anyway, I feel
I do the thing I did with the goats and pour out like a 2 foot tall thing of pile of berries from my pocket.
She screeches super loud into the air and calls a couple of other monkeys. Guys, look! Berry! And she drops down onto the ground and like scoops up a little monkey armful and like is like, yeah, she's very excited. The fucking berries.
Well,
Berries.
I feel like this was a good use of a spell slot.
How long does the spell last, by the way?
10 minutes.
Okay.
So I don't know
Let's-
how much longer.
You got a
Let's ask
couple
them
minutes
about the
left.
Terrafolk and if they're as bad as Nani Fufu says.
are the Terrafolk as bad of a problem as Nani would have us believe?
Last week they ate Swingy and Zippy and Speedy and Momo.
Speed. Momo?
So she is not lying about needing our help with them.
Wait,
However,
you can. Wow, you guys are really cool.
what?
You're brave enough to fight the Terror Folk? You're not scared of them? That's really cool. They're
so freaking-
scary and big. They're really big.
Definitely big.
We may still help. It is.
Oh, I'm full. That's a lot of berries.
I just see this monkey passing out on the ground now. Just.
Berry coma.
The other,
is
the
along
other
the way.
monkeys are like shoveling their faces full of berries.
That's Mondo.
I don't think speak with animals is a single target. So I guess let me know if any of them say anything creative or anything useful.
Oh, berries so good.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But if something of use comes out of this, sense it's kind
Uh-huh.
of like a group now.
Uh-huh.
Is one of those
Well-
monkeys black and named Mondo? I'm gonna go into a berry coma.
I mean, I'm just
Jojo.
waiting. I'm just waiting for the
Oh,
flying
Jojo.
lemur. That's Zaboomafoo. I'm just waiting for that.
Oh no.
Yada yada days.
Which one's King
Did you
Julian?
really just say days? I'm so triggered right now. I'm just gonna shut up.
Well, if you got any other questions, I think we've probably got another 3 minutes at the most of the spell. So maybe another 4 questions at the most or something.
Any other ideas?
Where did Donnie come from, if you know?
Huh?
Where did Nani come from?
Yeah, was she here before you, or did she come up here after you?
In all honesty, I totally thought he said Donnie.
She's been here a long time. I'm not an old monkey. I like berries, though. I like lots of fruit, though. You know, bananas and mangoes and the berries, but the ones that are darker than this one. And
Are there any of the older monkeys here that might know?
Are you trying to talk to their monkey manager?
No, I'm trying to talk to someone that
Monkey elder.
might know
Monkey
narrow down
elder.
what she is.
I don't know.
What is that one she keeps on her shoulder?
Dub always gets extra fruit. I think he likes he likes Nanny a lot. I don't know if I don't know. Are you guys I don't know if he'll talk to other two-leggers. You could try, I guess.
Alright.
She gives him a lot of fruit.
Been a very useful 10 minutes.
Oh, good little monkeys. Such good little monkeys.
She's drooling. Getting like you know, like a dog, just
Belly scratches and
all about
head
it. Yeah.
pats for all of them.
Well, out of character, I want to say I told you so
Show.
in character, but I'm not going to.
And in character, what are the likelihood that she heard all of that?
Even if she didn't, the monkeys will probably tell her.
I don't know. We got enough berries. We could probably buy their silence for a little bit.
They'll probably forget in 10 minutes.
I doubt
They
that.
sound like goldfish.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right, I'll be honest. Even I have some concerns.
congratulations. You're now the second creepiest person we know.
Mm-hmm.
I deserve that.
I'm not creepy. I'm misunderstood.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Not
Generally
being
closing my eyes
That
and
was
laying down
busy
flat.
as fuck.
or being covered up by centipedes. Mm,
No. That's how he sleeps. Did
They
you see
only
how
stung
calmly
a
he
little
walked
bit.
into
It
the
wasn't
water?
that bad. Anyway, she's expecting an answer. Are we dealing with these terror folk or not? Because even if we don't do it for her, it might not be a terrible idea to do it for us.
It may make our travels safer.
Yeah, a little
So
bit
we're
of
doing the
danger.
job anyway. We may as well tell her we're doing it on her behalf and see if she'll give us some information.
I'm not saying we're doing it. I'm just throwing the idea out there right now.
I like the way Shaggy thinks.
What was it I said earlier? Something about the scent being, oh, she's neutral with a slight hint of cannibalism.
Yeah, I want to say that's not a slight hint anymore, but I guess we really don't have any evidence one way or the other.
Nope,
You
because she
wanna
ate
say
it all.
It's not a slight hint now. What's the difference between? Is it just because the fact the monkey said she ate people? Couldn't you have given us that warning when you went with your paladin nostrils?
The plan was
Just called out.
watch her from outside while you all were in the garden and mention something wasn't right then, but miscommunication. I went inside and it actually went. I think it went a lot better, honestly, than what it was gonna if I had stayed outside. So
To be honest, I don't think he quite has full awareness that we don't smell things like he does.
I just knew something was off. I couldn't tell you what in particular. Just
He's
something.
also kind of like small, what's it called? Oh yes, Chihuahua?
Chihuahua!
Always anxiously vibrating, jumping at every noise.
Hey,
Chihuahua.
it was justified this time.
Wait, do you mean a dog snack?
Booby snack.
I asked if you meant a dog snack.
I meant small dog. Small rat-like dog.
Chihuahua.
Would be snack-sized dog for some.
And for the record, it was right this time. So I mean,
This time? Is it normally wrong?
I don't use it as often as I should. I'm gonna be honest.
We're just, how you say, giving you shit.
We were
mean,
giving
he
you
did-
Nana Poo Poo.
Yeah, Pickle Mob did plenty of that the other day though. So I mean, I'm good.
To poo.
Anyway,
But anyway, so
shall we?
Shall
Well,
we what?
First, we gotta tell her we're doing it because she
so-
asked us to.
for
Alright.
what it's worth, you towards Shaggy, you seem to have trusted her the most before we came out here. As much as you're probably not going to want to. You saying yes might make more sense and not seem weird.
What?
I know.
That seems weird all in
Sorry.
itself.
You can send the turtle with you if you want.
You.
I love how the paladin's afraid to go talk to the person who eats people.
I don't
walk
want to
off towards the back
accidentally
door.
say something that's going to get us into more trouble. I think I've already done enough.
How hard is
I
it
walk
to
to the
go up
back
there?
door.
and
Would
go,
you-
Yes.
Would you
Okay.
do it for Scooby Snap?
How do I control the hands on this model?
It's your face rig. You tell us.
Is it
Shaggy
ironic that
Snackman.
we're setting our purple people eater in to talk to the cannibal, or
Oh, I can't. Oh, that's the background. I messed up the background.
Oh God.
And
oh god,
Oh.
We're good.
Motion
Fuck.
sickness.
all right, hold on. I can fix
Yep.
this.
Can you?
I can fix this.
Can
Okay,
you?
back to static.
I'm gonna just.
That made me a bit queasy, and I'm good with that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna.
Here we go.
I'm gonna. I'm
2D
gonna
background.
follow. Oh wow, you got lighter. Now you're actually kind of yellow.
Yeah, your lighting got super unnatural all of a sudden.
Yeah, because
Saying
it's a
something.
cartoon background instead of a realistic one.
I'm gonna.
No, I mean the lighting on your character model.
I know
not all
the
unnatural.
background changes the lighting for the model too.
Oh, good.
Oh boy.
EG.
I'm gonna follow
Alright, so,
Shaggy in
yeah.
there.
I go to the house. I'm like, talk to the friends. We're gonna go deal with the terrors, and when we're done dealing with the terrors, we'll have a chat about what you can help us with. Sound cool?
Yes, yes. Thank you. Nanny always loves to help and give information, but only when the price is paid. If you bring me one of their wretched terror folk eggs, I would appreciate it.
You want an egg?
Fucking
Ooh. Are you gonna make an omelet?
I mean, all right. As a quick question, if I bring you more than one egg, do I get more information? Asking for a friend.
Nanny will tell you what she knows if you pay the price.
Pay the price. All right. Great. Well then, we'll be back.
Face. Later, Nanny McFeet. I mean, Nanny Poo Poo.
So I walk back out to the others, and as I'm walking by, I walk past them and just keep going. I'm like, really, should I have that question come up before? Pay the price. That doesn't sound shifty as fuck at all. Nah. Pay the fucking price. Yes. I'll do whatever you want. Pay the price.
I mean, you are used to it.
Yeah.
I stop and I just give her a look. Are you fucking kidding me? Are we starting this now?
Is now really the time for this talk?
Have you seen me poison guppies or bash in kitty cat heads or anything like that? Like, where is this coming from? I am a loving person. I do my best to help this team, and what do I get? I get shit on. And I turn around and I start walking off. Indignant rage in every step.
You get poo pooed on?
Evidently, we did not endeavor to ask what it would cost.
Nope.
Cost a bloody terror folk egg.
There's always deals.
So, question for the, I guess, in-party brewery.
Hmm?
Know anything you can make with a terror folk egg we should be worried about?
It's not
How
cracking
about
egg.
Very
terror folk.
large.
I mean, besides the given of a terror folk.
I'm just saying.
A lot of fried rice?
Hi, Brie.
Ramen. Some really special ramen bowls.
We are totally doing the special ramen bowl quest right now.
Well,
Gotta love side quests.
yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, here's a question. Did anyone think to
Uh-oh.
ask? Like, I feel like I may have just missed this. Which direction is the terror folk?
She said
South.
she said the southern edge of the Tipui.
Okay. I was too focused on not saying things I shouldn't have and being paranoid of her to catch that.
Did you know that
Okay.
you're named after shit? Things like that.
All right.
Yeah, how
So
about
I
I once
guess-
knew a poo. His name was Pepe Le. Are you related?
Oh my god, that would have been really good. I wish you had said that.
Waste.
Hey, we're gonna meet her one more time, at least. At most, probably, let's be honest.
That's true. I'm gonna go to bed though.
Yeah, I really should too, because I've got to be in at 8:30 tomorrow.
Not
So, I guess call it a night on us starting to head towards the Terrorfolk cave.
Yep.
Behind a very grumbly warlock.
A very grumbly warlock.
Are the shadows still doing the things that they were doing earlier?
Yeah, that's literally just the visual effect of my mage armor.
I thought you were gonna say
Cool.
visual effect of your anxiety. Oh.
No, it was a visual
No, that
effect of
would
my
be me.
anxiety. Every time the cleric started talking at me would trigger. Don't judgy. I'm waiting to wake up in the middle of a bloody exorcism.
It's just kind of like
Ah.
always drawing in, and then every time like you make eye contact, it just suddenly goes faster.
Or the alternative of it just stops. And
Oh
then just,
god.
as soon as you look away, it just comes back.
I am
Alright,
just
folks. It is
worried
time to go
for
to bed.
your
Hubble
afterlife.
may have dozed off a couple times.
My afterlife
I am
will be just
going
fine,
to
thank you.
hit the sack,
No, 'cause
and
literally
I
the
will
idea
see you
here for the
guys
shadows is that
tomorrow.
when it triggers me, it's all
It's
right.
the
And
weekend,
I've got it
so
on, and
multiplayer
it's
stuff.
basically used to protect me.
Maybe
The shadows
some
are-
Sea of Thieves?
Like shadows in
Maybe
general, they stretch
some
just that extra little bit in my direction. They don't actually reach me. But
Apex,
you see
maybe
like the shadows lengthened as if
Borderlands.
the
I
fucking
don't
sun
know.
is
I'll
aiming
figure it
for
out
me.
by then. Either way, guys, y'all
In
have a
general.
great night.
Except
Gonna
it does it
switch
from
you
all
over
around.
to the end, because it is that time. And I will see you guys tomorrow, unless something happens. Peace and biscuits!
Bye, have a great time.